I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Wait for it. It's time. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yes!
Happy extended weekend Friday, everybody. Labor Day weekend.
Dude.
Is almost here. Hours away.
I can't even put it into words how much I've been looking forward to this 3 days.
You ready, huh?
Dude, it has been... I compared it yesterday and this morning on my other show. This has been my Shawshank. I have literally just crawled through a mile-long tunnel of nonsense these last 3 weeks.
And come out on the other side.
Trying to come out clean on the other side. We're going to see what happens.
Well, you're seeing the light at the end of the
yes,
tunnel.
I am. And you know, I mean, starting on Wednesday, I was like, I got this like faraway 1,000-yard stare in my eye, and Mike's like, what? I'm like, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're almost there.
In the back of his head, you hear it, whoa, whoa, living on a prayer. Happy Friday. It is upon us. And the only thing that makes this Friday any sweeter is the fact that it's a McDonald's Friday. Big thank you to our fine folks at McDonald's. I got my T-Day Ice.
Ooh, and this is like the first McDonald's Friday you've got to enjoy in quite some time.
It's been a 3 week of McDonald's Fridays. It's been 3 weeks, I think, something like that.
Yeah, a fortnight and a half.
Yeah, so I will be partaking in browns of hash here in just a little bit.
You know what you ought to try, man? Some hash. Browns. Man.
Yes.
Can't go wrong.
I will. I might double fist some. Just,
nice.
A brown in each hand.
That's how I drive. So yeah, go for it.
That's why they put them in sleeves.
That's right. You ever do the move where it's like you eat past, or you get to where it's like the paper and then the hash brown is underneath it, so you have to do the pop-up thing?
Oh, yeah.
You know, pop it in your hand and kind of catch it a little bit?
Yeah. The only time is once in a while, one of the hash brown nook or crannies kind of adheres itself to the paper.
Yeah.
And when you try that move, it don't work, and you're like, "Argh!" And then you try to bite, but then that one piece sticks to the paper. Oh.
I'm still eating it.
Oh, you're right. I am. But that's
I looked it up, dude. When
that's
like,
a bad karma day when you're eating your hash.
Wrappers, stuff that they put food in, it's required by law that it's food grade.
Okay.
So it's edible.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So kids, don't worry about unwrapping your burgers. Eat them skin on.
Even that foil they put around burgers.
Think about what a time saver this is for you. Yeah, I think like the plastic they use is like cellulose, so it's all like food grade essentially.
Okay. Well, in a pinch.
Yeah. Kids, you in a real hurry? Just throw it back.
I never learned that little nugget on Survivor, man.
Nuggets too. Just start eating the cardboard box. It's extra fiber. The views expressed by Sean Smalls do not reflect those of McDonald's, Pecos Valley Broadcasting, and staff or management.
I'm going to start my own Survivor, man. Way less Stroud. That'll be my host name. And
way less Stroud.
That's gonna be my name, and it's gonna be tips just like that. You can eat this.
Barely surviving, man.
Oh man, I can't wait.
We should just go home. That was line of the day. Way less Stroud. We're not topping it.
Well, get it done early or just sail the rest of the day.
Travis and Sexton will be here in like 2 and 45 minutes, so enjoy.
People are like, what have you done today? I did it all at 7:08 in the morning.
That's right.
I'm done.
2 minutes in, and he knocked it out.
Well, happy Friday.
Yes.
Welcome to it. Big thank you to McDonald's. Swing by any of your open McDonald's right now. South Main, it's coming.
It's quickly coming.
Yeah, it's coming. Well, by the way, if you'd like a career opportunity with McDonald's, they're hiring for all of their McDonald's, including that one on South Main. Log on to www.mchire.com.
What?
Yeah, bring your legit. No, it is MC Hire, not MC as in Master of Ceremonies Hire.
I went to emceehire.com. I got nothing.
Yes, that's what MC stands for, by the way.
Yes. Which is
For all
funny, too.
you,
I've always thought it was funny when I see somebody, they'll write EMCEE, like, you're going to MC it. It's like, you could just put M period C period. That's fine.
Yes. It's not Eastern Master of Ceremonies.
But I do the same thing.
No, I know, because you say it phonetically or whatever, but EMCEE or something like that. I think people sell it.
But no, in this case, it's the letter M, the letter C, and hire.com.
Yes. So go to McDonald's, hire, and then I say this every time, but Nick Snowberger, of course, he owns the McDonald's here in Roswell, Artesia, and now in Carlsbad.
Yep.
But people have started with the Snowberger team working at the McDonald's, applying online, and working the grill, doing the stuff, the entry level stuff, and now are currently part of his management team. We're in the office making probably way more money than Sean and I put together.
Absolutely.
And doing great. So log on to the website, mchire.com.
Yep. So 2 things. One thing I noticed is I'm not sure about this, but if he is, props to him. I think Nick's getting into the real estate game. I noticed the plot right behind the North Main McDonald's is for sale. There's a big sign there that says "Call Nick." Like, look at you buying land.
Well, maybe he had the land. He's going to need the
Buy
land.
dirt. The other thing, I'm going to save parents some time and a lot of headaches.
Okay.
If you're listening.
All right.
Temporarily, the play place is closed.
Okay.
All right? I've gone now twice.
For the COVID stuff, they came to close. Makes sense.
I got duped the first time thinking, okay, well, they're just cleaning it. But then I went back the second time and they said it was closed. So for right now, it is closed. They are in the process of getting it to where it will be open again. But right now, it is currently not operational.
Very good. So, but if you're hungry, come on down.
They'll feed you.
Drive-throughs very rapido.
They want to make you hungry and they want to feed you.
Absolutely. Swing on by. They got you covered. Big thank you to McDonald's for hooking us up and sponsoring this show for many moons now. Yeah. Let me give you the rundown for today's show. We got a full slate for you today. We're going to start things off this hour. John LeMay with the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico. He's going to call in, and we'll talk about the Historic Book Fair, which will happen mañana, tomorrow morning, out at the Archives facility there. So we'll get all the skinny from John here in a bit. And then in the 8 o'clock hour, about 8:15, Juliana Halverson's going to join us wearing her Main Street Roswell hat.
Yes.
She has many hats. This one will be our Main Street Roswell hat. Tonight, whoa, is First Friday. That's right. And the theme for tonight's First Friday, Hot Time Downtown. The Chili Cheese Festival just around the corner. So this is a pre-heating up things for Chili Cheese Festival. They got all kinds of sales. Runyon Ranch rescue animals. I know folks that are very popular. They're going to be at She's a Dandy tonight.
Nice.
So they're back. And there's a bunch of other stuff happening too. So Juliana will join us in next hour and we'll chit-chat all about that.
Beautiful.
And then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, we'll have Tobosa Developmental Services join us. I believe it'll be Nicole and Belinda, but don't quote me on that. That's what I was told. And they're going to join us, and we'll chit-chat about everything happening at Tobosa.
Very good.
Anything exciting over there?
It's been we're gearing up for obviously fundraising season.
Yeah.
Things kind of been back and forth.
Well, they just had the golf tournament.
Yep.
Do you know how'd that go?
Far as I've heard, everything went really well.
Sweet. For those that don't know, Sean serves on the Tobosa board there, and so that's why I'm asking.
Yes. Things have been have been going pretty steadily, pretty swimmingly. It's I know that we're above where we should be as far as like budget and things go. Good. But we could always use the hand.
Oh well, it's there's so much work that Tobosa does from from the adult services side for helping folks there, job coaching and residents, in-house living, all that stuff, to our youth in Los Pasitos and early intervention, the childhood center, all of that stuff.
And Los Pasitos has been expanding. Recently, we decided to change the name from Los Pasitos Early Intervention to Los Pasitos Family Services because it now covers an umbrella of different services that Los Pasitos can provide to families, both early intervention as well as home visiting and some other things.
Gotcha. Trying to streamline the nomenclature.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because, and that's...
We marvelized it because basically now it's an umbrella, so we can, spread things out, diversify, and kind of, try different things.
And it makes sense because Tobosa, obviously, they've got... quite an umbrella that the services they provide, and some are similar yet different. So it's easy to confuddle them. So this is trying to streamline. I'm guessing is somewhere along those lines. But anyway, we'll have Nicole and Belinda here in the 9 o'clock hour, and we'll get all the updates from them on Tobosa and how you can get involved too. Plus, we'll have all of your hourly features that include the news, both the local and national variety. Sports update, business updates, and whatever else we can come up with for today's show. Don't forget Football Friday. Coyotes will be on La Radio de this one tonight. Also video, ksvptv.com. Got a Rockets. You'll catch their game on 106.1 FM Fierro. That's video as well, I believe, on that one. And then Bulldogs, 990 AM, 93.7 FM translator, which you probably can't pick up here, but Artesia you can. But if you're a Bulldog fan here, don't worry, ksvptv.com's got you covered. You can check it out, watch it all there as well.
If you're a Bulldog fan and you're in Roswell, you can enjoy it all from the comfort of your bunker that you're protected in. You never go outside. Covered in orange, obviously.
Actually, they'd be safer here than, say, Carlsbad.
Good point.
You wear orange
just
here.
in general.
Yeah.
Both from the perspective of football and also, just society.
and conversely, blue's not the best color to be diddy bopping around Artesia in on a Friday either.
True that.
Because they don't like Carlsbad and Goddard.
Turns out not a huge fan of red either, by the way.
Yeah, red's not not a big popular choice on Fridays either. But
they rip me every time I come down there to do a visit or a walkthrough or whatever. They're like, "Oh, we got Sean the bright orange hard hat and vest." Thanks, guys.
I've been there, done that. Got that T-shirt. I did.
Well, you kind of earned your stripes because you worked in Artesia for a long time.
I was a I guess you could say I was grandfathered in as a Artesia.
You're their non-native
son. Acceptable to talk to and listen. Yeah.
Actually, I think Gene would be their non-native son, but you're like their distant half brother.
I'm the redheaded stepchild.
There you go.
Kind of.
They
kind of show up at turkey dinner and.
But they still acknowledge the stepchild.
Yeah.
You're Harry Potter.
I have to sit at the kids' table, but they let me do that. So.
You don't get first choice of the chicken, but you get one of the nicer pieces.
I don't get the big piece. No. Nope. I just want the big piece of chicken. Chris Rock, if you have to look that up. 7:18. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather. I wish it just rained instead of sort of rain, teasing and all this, but here's the weather. More chances of rain. Hopefully we'll get some.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms will be possible today. Partly sunny, and our high should be in the low to mid 90s. Scattered showers until about midnight tonight and upper 60s, and then mostly sunny and low 90s coming up for tomorrow. Isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Scattered storms again on Sunday afternoon. Labor Day, partly sunny and mid 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 70 here in Roswell. Humidity is at 87%. Winds currently out of the southwest at 5 miles per hour. As Steve mentioned, rain chances today. We're looking at a 50% chance of rain for this afternoon. Mostly sunny. High of 92 with south winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. They're saying we could get, they're saying less than a tenth is what they're expecting today. Tonight, we are looking at a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy, with an overnight low of 68 and west winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. For your Labor Day weekend on Saturday, we're looking at a 40% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny, high of 91, south winds 5 to 10. 40% chance of rain Saturday night, mostly cloudy with an overnight low of 68, north winds 5 to 15. Sunday, 50% chance of showers, mainly for the afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high of 85, winds out of the north 5 to 15. Sunday night, 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, overnight low of 66. And then for your Labor Day on Monday, no talk of the rain, just sunny. Partly cloudy, high of 88. That night, partly cloudy, high of 64. And looks like for next week, we're going to be sitting in the low 90s to upper 80s. I'm seeing 91, 89. Yeah, so 94 on Thursday, so warming up a little bit there. But yeah, it's maybe starting to dip a toe, just maybe a pinky toe, not the big toe, but a pinky toe into those fall temperatures. All right, it is 7:20. Let's go ahead and take a commercial break. We're going to get John LeMay from the Historical Society on the phone. We'll chit-chat all about the big historic book fair happening tomorrow morning out there. Don't forget also, today's the last day to RSVP for their for the dinner. That's coming up the end of September here. Pepper's once again doing fajitas and all that stuff. But today is the last day to RSVP there. So we'll talk about that with John as well, too. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
The High Caliber Summer Sale is on now at LGS Guns and Ammo. Now through Labor Day weekend, save big on guns, ammo, and everything you need. From brands like Glock, Ruger, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, Mossberg, and more. Plus, massive savings on ammo, targets, magazines, optics, and knives, and a great selection of Springfield St. Edge rifles. The High Caliber Summer Sale on now at LGS Guns and Ammo. Southeastern New Mexico's authority for guns and ammunition in Hobbs or Roswell, and at lgsguns.com.
Hey, Mark.
Morning, Sam.
Having the house remodeled?
Nah, I got termites, and they're chewing the place up.
Welcome to the neighborhood. I've got them too.
Really?
Yeah, just had a termite treatment put in.
You did? I didn't see a lot of digging around your house.
That's because I went with the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System. It's a lot easier to install than what you're doing. They just place bait stations around the house, and then the termites share the bait with each other until the colony is gone. No digging, no chemical solution, just simple protection that's environmentally responsible.
Wow.
Yeah, I even got a Green Chemistry Award from the EPA.
Centricon, huh? I'll be right back.
Hey, where you going?
Tell these guys to stop digging. I'm getting Centricon.
Call Bob Reed Pest Control today in Roswell, 623-5344, or anywhere in southeast New Mexico at 877-623-5344.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor. John runs with us. Nothing runs like a deer. Get a 3 Series tractor with 0% APR for 72 months at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2316.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia or Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Wreck-em.
He's got the catch as he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
It's time to pave the way for the LBK.
Show the world what it means to come from Lubbock, Texas.
Tech has won this game.
Join us Saturday, September 4th as the Red Raiders kick off the season against Houston on your home for Red Raider football. The Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Bamboo plants can grow up to 36 inches in a day. So if you're told you're growing like a weed, you can say, "No, I'm growing like a bamboo." Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 24 minutes after 7 o'clock. And joining us on the phone this morning from the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico, John LeMay back with us. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Mike.
How's your Friday going?
Oh, it's going pretty good. It hadn't really started yet, so.
This is true. This is what 7:30 looks like, just in case.
Yeah.
John's not a morning person.
I'm usually up by now. I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to drive down to the studio.
Right, I understand. You
and have to do. Yeah, I don't usually do my makeup this early. And you guys put us on camera. So
that's true. And John cannot go out unless he has his face on. So
yeah, exactly.
So, well, John, let's. Tomorrow's the big day. The historic book fair is happening at the Archives facility tomorrow morning from 9 to noon. Before we kind of talk about what's happening there, kind of give a little bit of background. Talk about because this is an annual event. Talk about how the book fair came to be.
Yeah, so what I love, you just said it's an annual event, but we didn't really intend for it to be, is the funny thing. We thought maybe it would be a one-time deal.
Right.
Because back in, I think it was probably 2014 or 15, the Archives received a huge book collection donation from an estate. And, some of those titles we already had, so what we did, was we kept the new books that we didn't have.
Okay.
And then when it came to duplicates, we would kind of compare our version to the version we just got, and if we liked the new version better and it was in better shape or it was signed, we would keep that for our archive library. Sure. And then we would sell the lesser duplicate copy.
Gotcha.
And so, and it was a really big success. But what the benefit has been is when people became aware of that, it kind of raised awareness that we have a library.
Ah.
So what will happen lots of times is people will bring us a big box of books and they'll tell us, keep what you want from the library, sell, whatever you don't want. And you have a form typically that you'll fill out.
Okay.
That, you check a box that says, I don't want these back, and we can do what we want with them. But let's see, Wednesday, a couple drove in from Lake Arthur and gave us a really nice donation. And they gave us the donation because they thought we would probably sell them all and we needed books for the inventory, but these were books we actually didn't have. So
oh, wow.
I actually kept most of their donation that they meant for us to sell because they're books that we don't have. So I just don't like people to think that we're just selling every book we possibly can. If you give us a new book that we don't have, we're going to put it on our shelves.
Sure. But in essence, it's kind of turned into an advertisement for what the Historical Society does, and so we're getting rid of extras, but at the end of the day, we're actually accumulating more archived worthy things because it puts the fact that the archives and these books are on people's radar. So that's pretty neat. I like that.
Yeah, and actually, I would say we've acquired 50 new books for the library that we didn't have before because of this sale.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, I think people just think, we're just trying to sell, make money. Well, not necessarily.
To be honest, it's a win-win for everybody because let's face it, the people that are shopping and things, they're collectors. They're people that love history probably as much as we do. And they love to for their own personal collection. So it's a win for them. For us, it's a huge win because we're still doing exactly what the Historical Society does, preserving history, but at the same time, exposing that history for all to have exposure to and be a part of and to see, hear, and study. So it's really cool.
Yeah. And so tomorrow, if you do come to the book sale and you buy a book, and on the inside there's a stamp that says for archives use only, we know. Don't worry, we had a better copy, and we're selling, and I can't scrub out the stamp.
Right.
So, you're going to buy books that say archive library.
Yeah.
But we have a better copy.
We'll call that like a certificate of authenticity.
Yeah. And for instance, too, Elvis Fleming's daughter, Fran, gave us some books from his estate, so you might see a few books that are stamped with Elvis's name.
Oh, wow.
And again, what would have happened is we would have taken that book, compared it to the copy that we had, and we would have seen that the copy we already had was in better condition, and that's why we're selling Elvis's. And we also do have a few estate books that, the donors specified that, they don't want us to sell. So, we're not going to sell those, but Elvis wasn't one of them.
Gotcha.
Fran said, take these books, do what you need with them. So,
yeah. Well, that's great. And first off, we can never thank these families and these folks of the families to the folks that write and study and preserve history. Without those donations, without those people, none of this is happening. So big thank you to them for their contributions and their donations. But at the same time, they're understanding that we want to make sure this history's for everyone. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, because our library shelves are very full. Because, I mean, people haven't been in the archives much lately just because of the restrictions. But
sure.
If you go in, our library is pretty full. And, also our upstairs is also, like, jam-packed to capacity. And there is such a thing as a fire code that we have to follow. So, I mean, people, just because you see this big, giant building, it doesn't mean that we can fill it to the ceiling.
Right.
That's against fire code.
There
you need to have a certain amount of walking space. So
sure. And I imagine, too, so many things get... I mean, you get a bunch of books in there that does become a fire hazard at some point. So they want to make sure that all stays kosher there too. But for folks, so if you're hearing about this for the first time, please come on out tomorrow morning. Things will get going bright and early at 9 and goes till about noon. I'm guessing for the book hunters and the ones looking for specific titles and things, my guess is the earlier the better, right? I mean, because the ones that are going to be popular and things, they're going to, those probably won't linger till noon. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I want to list off some of the titles we have in different price ranges, because a lot of people wanted Roundup on the Pecos.
Okay.
And we actually acquired several of those through different people bringing us books, and we still have, I think we actually still have 3 copies on our archive library shelf, so we still have plenty of our own duplicates we hang on to, but I think we've got 2 or 3 in the inventory for sale, and the price will vary depending on the quality of the books. I think I priced the one that doesn't have a dust jacket a little bit cheaper, and then the one that's in perfect condition with a dust jacket that Elvis Fleming and Minor Huffman both signed.
Oh, cool.
Is more expensive. A book, for some reason, that we had lots of donors give us, and this was part of the Lake Arthur couple I was talking about. They gave us a really great copy of the Co-Book Ranch on the Ruidoso.
Okay.
So if you want that, you can get that. You can get it cheaper if you buy it without the dust jacket, because I remember we have one copy without a dust jacket.
Okay.
Then we're going to have a really expensive, an expensive copy that Wilbur Coe and Peter Hurd both signed, and it has the dust jacket.
Oh, wow.
So for that, we're not going to let that go for less than $200.
Yeah, that's a rare find there. Yeah. That's cool.
But you can get it cheaper unsigned.
Well, so if you want to collect it for that, but if you're, again, either way, people have the reasons for wanting either copy, and they're available, and that's cool. And I love that. I love that, it's, and this is the cool part too, is I think it gives the average person that chance to own something historic. You know what I mean? I think there's a thing to that where you're just saying, man, because you and I are both history buffs, so it's kind of a bigger deal to us. But I think anybody that can just appreciate saying, man, I've got a book here that was written long before I was on this earth, and you know what I mean, or just stuff like that. Yeah. It's neat to, or you think about, or then you start to think, it's like, man, where was this thing sitting before I had my hands on it? It was on somebody's famous library shelf. You just really think about stuff like that. But that's what tomorrow's all about, to come out and check these books out, and hopefully get an opportunity for you to take some of these home. Now, folks love to have a little fun with their shopping. There are going to be $5 mystery bags that you can purchase. Guess what they cost? $5. That's it's in the title. But but those have of rare books as well. And matter of fact, if shop slowly, because every hour of the event, they're going to be giving away one of those mystery bags too. So if you just happen to be browsing the books at the right time, you can end up winning one of those too. So make sure you come on by for that. Some other swag going on tomorrow. This is a popular one. So again, get there a little early on this. But once again, we will be having our famous bread. It will be back. The delicious bread that I don't know. I've always see it at the Historical Society, so I just call it the Historical Society bread. But they got to have the loaves of that. And of course, we want to remind folks too that they're also going to have one day only herd pimp promotions as well too. So if you're looking for some Peter Hurd prints and things. I guess they're going to have some promotions, exclusive little swag and sales going on during the event too.
Yeah, so lots of different fun stuff. Oh, and then we were talking earlier too about how people can RSVP for the Fall Fiesta fundraiser too, right?
Yes, Fall Fiesta. Technically, the deadline's today for that. It's happening September 30th. I don't have the paper in front of me. I think that's what it is. And it's going to be just like our drive-through events. Peppers has once again teamed up with us, and they're going to be on fajitas. So it's going to be a fajita dinner, or lunch, I guess you could say. And so for $100, you get the dinner box that will give you fajitas with appetizer and dessert and all the accoutrement for 2 people. $100. And you can order online. I'll tell you here in a second. Or you can also get the dinner bundle, which is basically fajitas with all the trimmings for 10 people's worth. Plus you get a centerpiece, some additional swag. You may even get a sexy, hulky John LeMay delivering it right to your door. I think he'll do it shirtless upon request. But anyway.
No, you're the one who does the weird stuff for money from your rich friends from out of town.
Well, you go shirtless, I go pantsless. That's the
okay. Yeah.
That's the rule, I think.
Yeah.
But so if you can also RSVP while you're there tomorrow too. So we're gonna let you do that. But for the rest of you, come get it done today. Go ahead and turn in those. Get all that done. Log on to the website, the Historical Society's website. You can register for everything there. It's www.roswellnmhistory.org. roswellnmhistory.org. There, you can learn a little bit more about the book fair tomorrow. Obviously, reserve your spots for the fall fundraiser dinner. Also, you can learn more about buying books and things too. If you can't make it to the book fair tomorrow, we sell a lot of our local authors. Not the rare ones, the ones that are currently in print, including any of John's books. You can buy them right through there as well. But if you can't, that's only if you can't make it out tomorrow. If you can make it out tomorrow, I'm sure you will be selling the all rare out of print books. But every copy of the books that we sell online too, with Elvis or John or Donna Blake Burchell or any of that, you'll be able to buy copies of that tomorrow too, I'm sure. So. Speaking of that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. Yeah, I was just going to say, since we talked about all these really expensive books, I didn't want to give people the wrong impression. That's probably only about a dozen books that are really rare and expensive, but there's about 4 tables full of just historical nonfiction books that range in price from either $1 to $20.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's not like they're all really expensive. Most of them are pretty affordable.
Gotcha. So you don't need a monocle to come in. It's no problem.
No. Yeah.
And by the way, too, speaking of, not only will books be there, but some of our local authors will be there as well, signing books. And if whenever you get those chances or you read the books and you want to talk to the author about some of the things, and this is your chance tomorrow. John LeMay will be there, obviously, signing books. Donna Blake Burchell will be driving up from Carlsbad, and she'll be there, book signing her books as well, too. David Minton, he's the Lee County historian. We actually talked to him on the telephone earlier this week. Great guy. He's going to be there as well. He's written his books, Lee County Pioneer Profiles, so he kind of covers all the forefathers of Lee County in his books, and he's also co-written and done a bunch of others too. But I think that's his big solo project book, is the Lee County one. But I think he's kind of like you, John. Doesn't he have like co-author some books outside of the historical area too? I know, not Godzilla and stuff like you, but
Yeah.
I think he covers some of the I guess you could say not historical subjects too.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. But anyway, they're going to be there tomorrow as well. So you can get book signings. Of course, you can come out and get bread. If the holidays are right around the corner. All these, books make great gifts. Those Peter Hurd prints, that's one thing that we're really fortunate to have at the Historical Society. Thanks to the Hurd family, that we've had a great relationship with them over the years, and they've been kind enough to work with us. with the the family of Peter Hurd and things. Just, I mean, we've talked about them on the radio and everything a bunch, and it's they've been kind enough to help us through their artwork and stuff promote there. So please, if you're looking for Peter Hurd prints and things, the Hurd family was very kind enough to help us with this stuff. So please shop. And it's a win-win. You get awesome artwork and books and things, and we get to use the profits from that to keep doing what we do. So that's what it's a win-win for all.
Yeah.
What else? Is there anything else that's going to be happening tomorrow that we want to make sure we talk about? Any other special things that we missed?
Yeah, we'll also have several members from the Joyriders group there that have published books. So they'll be there signing their books as well.
Okay, just for folks that know, these are Joy, WRITERS, writers. They're not confused with a motorcycle club. They're not.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to put that out there. Not RIDERS, WRITERS, writers. They're cool. I've actually interviewed some of them before. It is exactly what it is. The Joy, they write books and things. It's a group of people that love writing, and they do it together and inspire each other. Work. Have you ever done anything with them before, John?
Yeah, not officially, but I worked with Eva one time, Eva McCollum, their leader, and she told me something neat. She said their rule was that when they read each other's work, they're not allowed to say whether or not they like it.
Oh, okay.
But what the rule is, you don't say whether or not you like it. Either way, you keep that to yourself, whether you like it or not. But she said the rule is you say whether or not it works, because that's the important thing. So I thought that was a good rule.
That makes sense because, they write not to decide whether you like or dislike what they're writing about. They want to make sure that the message is clear. So it's more about you writing to get the message you're trying to get. Whether you agree or disagree with it's not relevant, I guess.
Yeah, because they all write in different genres, and if you're not a fan of that genre, you're just not going to like it. But you can probably still admit that, yes, it worked, and I can see how if you like that sort of thing, it's good.
Yeah. Just for instance, you're not going to ever get me to say I loved a musical. I just don't like musicals. I don't like singing.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not into that either.
But I can respect the talent and the hard work and the dedication and the level of quality that they've did in it, even though I can't stand the thought of people singing on stage.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
And of course, Historical Society is going to have lots of stuff coming up here even next month. More to come there. We do have our blood drive coming up here. That will be the third Tuesday of the month. What day is that? I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's coming up here. Sign up through Vitalent there. We got lots of stuff coming up here. Please come out tomorrow to the book fair. Again, it's 9 a.m. to noon, and it will be at the Archives Facility, 208 North Lee. It's right next door to the museum there, the J.P. White House there on Lee. Come out, check out the rare out-of-print books. Like John was saying, you're going to find something for every budget. If you're looking for more rare, valuable stuff, we've got several titles that fall into that category. But if you just love old books and love the history, and pretty much every one of these books are all local history related in some way, shape, or form, right?
Most of the tables, you brought up something else I wanted to mention, is we have a lot of older books that don't fit that category, and we only place them as like $1 each, and our thinking is if you want to buy those purely for decoration, you probably don't want to actually read them, but yeah, so they're just, if you want an antique bookshelf with old book, the old spines, and you just want that look, you can buy those for only $1, unless they're slightly rare. Like, I think we had a really cool book about the sinking of the Titanic.
Oh, cool.
From like the 1920s. It was really old, but we priced a little higher, but yeah. And somebody gave us a really nice donation of kids' books, like big, nice picture books, which really, they're not appropriate for the archives. We don't hold a lot of fiction in there unless it's pertaining to this area.
Gotcha.
So we also have some nice children's books this year.
That's cool. So are they going to be available at the auction, or?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So like I said, the four main tables are all historical books, and then there's probably 3 other tables full of just kind of the outliers.
Nice. I would imagine there's going to be some adults that want to go through some of those old children's books just to see if they stumble across one that they learned or knew or heard of or read as a kid. It's kind of
Yeah. I think I saw I remember seeing the Giving Tree in there.
Okay.
I remember seeing Where the Sidewalk Ends, and then some really nice, pretty illustrated editions of what was it, Robinson Crusoe and Robin Hood, like that.
Where the Sidewalk Ends. That was a staple when I was in elementary school.
I remember seeing it. I don't remember if I read it, but I remember seeing it.
It was it's Shel Silverstein, and he the poet. And he almost, to me, when I was a kid, he was kind of like a Dr. Seuss is what he reminded me of, because he had funny kids' poems that, and he'd talk about topics in the poems that kids like, squishy spider, this and that. But he had two big books that were famous. One was Where the Sidewalk Ends, and then the other one was Lighthouse in the Attic or something like that. And they were basically those books. And I remember as a kid, and apparently they were very popular at the elementary school library, because if you didn't check it out, they were checked out. It was always one of those ones. And if you looked at the library card that was attached to the back, it was like full of signatures and things. So it was a very popular book. But so cool. You can get your own copy of that there as well. That's I'm probably, me and people my age probably remember that, and that's about it. But we'll see. Also, again, don't forget the I keep saying Heritage, the Fall Fundraiser Dinner is coming up here at the end of the month. Today, technically, is the last day to RSVP. Please don't hesitate to call the Historical Society or go online, 575-622-8333. RoswellNMhistory.org is the website. Get your tickets, again, for the Fall Fundraiser Dinner. Peppers is going to be dishing out the delicious fajitas. They're going to have awesome appetizer, dessert, sides with that. It's going to be delicious. And by the way, if you order the $500 bundle and you don't want delivery, no problem. You can come out and get it, because I believe we're going to have some tables and things out there with some other nonprofits. And as we always do through the drive-thru event, we'll have things for you to see, do, and enjoy as part of the experience too. But it'll be very similar to what we've done in the past here, where you kind of get your tickets in advance, go pick them up at the archives facility, drive on over to Peppers, and then take your food home or wherever you're going to go to enjoy the meal and all that stuff. But we'll talk a little bit more as we get closer. But get your tickets today. RSVP technically ends today. However, if you come out tomorrow morning, you can get your RSVPs out there at the book fair too as well. John, is there anything we missed?
No, I don't think so. I think we covered it all.
Good deal. Well, appreciate it, and thanks for calling or getting up early and calling in. I know this is not your normal fare, so I do appreciate that.
No, that's fine.
And we'll see you here next time, all right?
Okay, thanks, Mike.
All right, he's got to go to the gym now, right? Is that your next appointment?
Probably.
All right. Thanks, John. We'll see you later.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that was John LeMay with the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico. He's a great guy. He's and he really is when it comes to his dedication to the Historical Society, and he's a huge asset. Great guy, and come on out to the book fair. If I just come check it out. If you're like, well, I'm not sure what I want, I guarantee you come out there tomorrow morning, walk around, you'll be like, oh, that's really, and then you'll be like, oh, that's $2. Yeah, I'll take that. I remember that book from when I was a kid. I like to have my children read it. That there's a lot of that too. It's not all the, well, I'm looking for this rare book, and I mean, you're going to get a little some of that, but it's a little bit of everything. So come and check it out tomorrow. Get your tickets for the dinner. It's a great way to help out the Historical Society. I know we've been talking to you a lot lately about need money and roofs collapsing and issues all like that, but it's true. We need all those help, but we'd love you just to come out and support history, because it's great. We history's us. You think those who say they hate history, you just don't know what history's about. That's why. And once you figure it out, because your history, we're history, all of it's history. You love it. You may not love memorizing dates, but you like history. So anyway, 7:49. Let's go ahead and pause for local news. We'll also get you up to date with your Kim Commando update, sports update, quick break as well. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. A convicted killer has been arrested in Roswell after police say he kidnapped a woman and led police on an 85-mile chase. A statement from RPD says Orlando Martinez Flores pointed a gun at two women and ordered one of them into a car Wednesday night before speeding off. The case started in the 1400 block of Adams Avenue, where police had responded to a domestic disturbance. The music and dancing of the past will return to the Roswell Adult Center on Friday, September 17th, when it hosts an oldies dance that will have people cruising into fall with the classics. Those who are part of an earlier generation, as well as anyone who simply loves the oldies, will be able to take to the dance floor to move to some classic tunes from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. The doors of the Adult Center will open at 6:30 p.m. for the dance that will run from 7 to 10 p.m. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
Forgetting your driver's license is not the crime of the century. But when you don't have yours when you get pulled over, it's a royal pain for both you and the cops. I'm Kim Commando with news that Apple is about to change all that, brought to you by SimpliSafe. Save 20% on a security system and get your first month of interactive monitoring free at simplysafekim.com. If you use an iPhone or an Apple Watch, you'll soon be able to store your driver's license on the device. Arizona and Georgia will go first, quickly followed by Connecticut, Iowa, Kentucky, Maryland, Oklahoma, and Utah. The TSA will accept the stored licenses as proof of your identity. iPhone and Apple Watch owners will simply tap to show their license. There's no need to unlock a device or hand it over to law enforcement. Apple says that your state government will not know whenever you display your license. Now, it's important to note that simply taking a photo of your driver's license is not acceptable to law enforcement or the TSA. Get breaking tech news 24/7 at commando.com. Today, many small business owners are busier than ever. Time spent searching for and interviewing candidates can take time away from managing and growing a business. That's why LinkedIn Jobs has made it easier to get to the candidates worth interviewing faster, and it's free. Create a free job post in minutes on LinkedIn Jobs to reach your network and beyond to the world's largest professional network of over 750 million people. Focus on candidates with the skills and experience you need. Use screening questions to get your role in front of only the most qualified people. Then, use the simple tools on LinkedIn Jobs to quickly filter and prioritize who you'd like to interview and hire. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find candidates worth interviewing faster. Did you know that every week, nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Kim to get your free job posting. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn.com/Kim.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms will be possible today. Partly sunny, and our high should be in the low to mid 90s. Scattered showers until about midnight tonight and upper 60s, and then mostly sunny and low 90s coming up for tomorrow. Isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Scattered storms again on Sunday afternoon. Labor Day, partly sunny and mid 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
It's time for the Southeastern New Mexico Sports Report. Got a full schedule of football tonight. Well, not as full as we'd like it to have been. A couple of COVID wiped out games are part of the mix. Carlsbad was supposed to play at Volcano Vista in Albuquerque on Saturday, and it was supposed to be a game between NMMI and Texaco. That's been wiped off the board too. But what we do have is Artesia playing at Belen tonight. Artesia's 1-1. You've got Goddard at home with a 1-0 mark against a Deming team that's 1-1. Also, Roswell seeking its first victory of the season at Hobbs. Roswell's 0-2. It's Dexter at Hagerman. Both teams are 1-1 in the rivalry game. Loving at Tucumcari. Both teams are 0-2. 8-man football, Gateway Christian at Elida. Gateway's 2-0. Hondo at Roy. Lake Arthur at Carrizozo. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at 92.9. The Brand.
Into the
Have you ever been in a slime pit? Maybe you've been in the mud and mire. In life, we often find ourselves in places that are not what we desire. Maybe our careers didn't turn out like we wanted. Maybe our families didn't pan out like we thought. Illness and sickness can leave us feeling like we're stuck with no way out. A guy named David in the Bible wrote about God saying, "He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire, and has set my feet on a rock." The problem with us is we get ourselves out of one mud hole only to get into another mud hole. God is the one who puts us back on a rock, a steady place, a place that we can be sure of a future, sure of our next step. So when you are in a hole, look up. God has got you.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
How many times do you think we could say lucky in 30 seconds? This is the lucky 13th year for the Artesia Chamber of Commerce's Clays Crusher Fun Shoot. If you're feeling lucky, please join us on Saturday, September 18th for a fun day of shooting clays. Luckily, we scored a spot at the Eddy County Shooting Range and we'll have 2 rotations at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. If you're lucky, you will hit all 70 targets. If we are lucky, the weather will cooperate. It's just $150 per participant. A team of 5 is just $750, and a sponsorship is luckily $1,300. Sign up at artesiachamber.com or give us a call at 575-746-2744. We just said 7 luckies in 30 seconds. Luck must be on our side. Clays Crusher, September 18th, artesiachamber.com. Paid for by the Artesia and Eddy County Lodgers Tax.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. More than 50% of Americans fall asleep on their sides. That's way better than falling asleep on someone else's side. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is closing in on 7:57. Stay tuned next hour, about 8:15 or so. Juliana Halverson, wearing her Main Street Roswell hat, will join us, and we'll talk about tonight, which... Excuse me, hiccup. Which, in case you didn't know, tonight is First Friday, and it's right. It's September. I don't know what it is when it starts like midweek or something. It tends to mess up in your head, you know. But yeah, this is the first Friday in September tonight, and tonight the theme is Hot Time Downtown. Merchants are gearing up for upcoming Chili Cheese Festival, and First Friday will be a part of that. 5 to 8 down here. Lots of stuff will be happening, and Juliana's going to tell us about a bunch of that tomorrow. Just some of the highlights. She's a Dandy. They're going to have some of the Runyon Ranch animals with them from 5 to 8. Main Street Arts Gallery will have a kids' craft and live music. Meet local artists. The Roswell Symphony Orchestra is offering a free concert on the Chaves County Courthouse lawn tonight, and also featuring the UTEP faculty brass band. So cool. We're going to set the tone for, it's going to sound a little sophisticated there downtown tonight. That'll be cool. Many of the Main Street merchants will be offering specials and discounts as well. We got a full list here. Probably if you're looking for specific things, log on to the Main Street Roswell Facebook page. And you can kind of see all the specific business. We'll talk about some of them next hour, but if for the complete list of all the businesses that are participating today and what specials and things they've got going on, log on to the Main Street Roswell Facebook page, and you'll find it there too. By the way, and we'll talk more again about this next hour, if you're a nonprofit or a band or a food truck, things like that want to participate in future First Fridays, they do them the first Friday of every month. You'll find the applications to do that on the Main Street Roswell website, mainstreetroswell.com. You can go there and do all of that as well, too. But definitely want to come out and participate and take your little mini vacation down here. But we'll talk all about that next hour. And then don't forget, in the 9 o'clock hour, we'll have Nicole and Belinda from Tobosa Developmental Services join us, and we'll get an update from them and talk all about Tobosa. Of course, they just had their golf scramble back I guess mid-August, a few weeks ago. So we'll chit-chat about them, get the update about that and all that good stuff. So we'll do that in the 9 o'clock hour. All right, it is, in fact, closing in on 8 o'clock. Let's go ahead and pause for some town hall news, and then we'll come back on the other side of news. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The ball on top of a flagpole is called a truck. Mess with your friends today by pointing at a flagpole and say, hey, check out the truck on top of that flagpole.
This hour from
Here's Mike Winters.
I'm Rich Thomason. As the Northeast deals with devastating and deadly flooding caused by the remnants of Hurricane Ida, that same storm has left southeast Louisiana reeling.
Days after Hurricane Ida slammed Louisiana and left 1 million people without power, the president will visit the state to get a first-hand look at the destruction. He will take an aerial tour of damaged areas as well as visit a flooded neighborhood. Mr. Biden says his message to everyone affected is the nation is here to help.
White House correspondent Craig Clugston says that presidential visit will come later today. The latest employment report falling far short of economist expectations. America's employers grew their payrolls by a mere 235,000 jobs last month. Economists were looking for a gain of roughly 750,000. Since President Biden pulled U.S. military support from freedom fighters in Afghanistan, those fighters have been going it alone. They say they've killed several hundred Taliban fighters who were trying to enter a province northeast of Kabul. And former U.S. Senator Jim Talent says the president has only himself to blame for the failed withdrawal.
Talent says it seems every time President Biden tries to defend his actions in Afghanistan,
he digs the hole deeper. So the last speech it was a great success, and everybody but me is responsible for the failure.
Talent says the message is disappointing not only to Americans, but also to U.S. allies.
The administration is making it worse with everything that they do, undermining our credibility more.
Senator Talent was interviewed by the Salem Radio Network. Bob Agnew reporting.
Wall Street is mixed on the heels of the release of that disappointing employment report for the month of August. Right now, the Dow down about 147 points. The NASDAQ is up 28. The S&P 7 points in the red. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 3388 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 3388. Enjoy.
The European Union and drug maker AstraZeneca have settled a dispute over a shortfall in coronavirus vaccines that affected the European rollout earlier this year.
This settlement appears to resolve the bitter dispute that broke out in the months after the UK had fully left the EU. In April, the European Commission had sued AstraZeneca after the company announced it would be delivering tens of millions fewer doses than expected. The manufacturer blamed production problems, but Brussels claimed it was because consignments for UK citizens were being prioritised unlawfully. The Commission said these doses would be vital in helping to boost the very different vaccination rates across the 27 EU member states.
The BBC's Nick Beake. New Zealand authorities are so worried about an ISIS-inspired terrorist that they were following him 24/7 and were able to fatally shoot him less than a minute after he wounded 6 people in a knife attack in Auckland. Townhall.com. The start of a new school year across the northern hemisphere comes as a highly infectious Delta variant drives a surge in coronavirus cases.
Despite this, many governments, including Britain's, are determined to get children back into classrooms after 18 stop-start months of lockdowns, remote learning and abandoned exams. While most European countries are retaining some restrictions for schools, Prime Minister Boris Johnson is pushing this year for something approximating pre-pandemic normality, saying students should be tested regularly and schools should be given guidance on improving ventilation. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia winning few friends among fellow Democrats by urging a go slow approach in consideration of the $3.5 trillion Biden spending proposal. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil wishing, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2
of the deuce
of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Friday.
Yes.
It is Friday, everybody.
It is indeed.
Congratulations, you made it. Proud of you. Proud of all of us.
Hey, right here. You did it.
You're getting a job well done.
That's right. Gold star, everybody.
That's right.
Remember how you used to work hard for that sticker that said grape job? It was a bunch of grapes and scratching and smelled like grapes. Yeah, great job, everybody.
I wish I had a sticker for all of you.
Orange, you glad you did it.
Yeah. I always end up with the popcorn one.
Yeah?
Yeah. Popcorn one stunk.
I like the popcorn.
I hated the popcorn one.
Here's the thing. I kind of like artificial popcorn flavor.
It smelled like rancid butter.
So you don't like buttered popcorn Jelly Bellies, I'm assuming?
No.
Dude, those are legit my favorites.
Yeah.
Those toasted marshmallow, toasted coconut, those ones.
Yeah.
Those two are like my tops.
Yeah.
And you know what? Top pear and, or juicy pear and top banana are the other two.
I like cherry.
I do like cherry myself. Matter of fact, you know what I like cherry for is Jelly Belly, believe it or not, has car air fresheners.
Oh, yeah?
And they have a cherry. It's a little jelly bean that hangs on your mirror.
Yeah.
When I first got my car, because I was going with the aesthetic, I had a cherry jelly bean hanging from my rear view. It smelled delicious. The only problem is the smell goes away within 20 hours.
Oh, I'm about to say. I mean, the only one that lasts more than a day are those little Febreze ones.
That's true.
Anything past
the tree the tree, but you got to do it the right way.
Yeah, no one does that right. You're supposed to leave that little plastic bag on the sleeve
because it looks stupid.
Yeah, but technically you're supposed to use that as a slider to emit the stink. And so what you guys are doing is pulling that off and getting full stink.
Getting concentrated woe.
and then about 6 hours later, it's gone.
There is one of those that is just super powerful, though. Black ice.
Is it a tree?
Yes, the trees. It's black, and
is it like the gum? The
no,
black
it
ice
smells
gum?
like a man, dude. It's like the only man's scented, like cologne, like a men's cologne,
like Stetson.
I like it. I haven't had it in a while because it didn't really go with the aesthetic of my car, but I like the smell.
Does your car smell like Brut by Fabergé?
Car smells ever so slightly of just hints of BO and wild cherry.
Well, I know something.
Just one fist coming through your back seat.
You know what? Actually, to be honest, there's one smell that if I get in your car and I smell it, I know the cut of your jib. If your car smells like McDonald's,
yep.
I'm your man.
Look at you with that segue.
And I know it because I know you're like, oh yeah, I went to the drive-thru.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you get back in your car later, and you're like, why does it smell like French fries in here still?
Why does it still smell like awesome in here? What happened?
But you know what? I gotta be honest. If they can find an air scent that smells like McDonald's French fries, I would consider purchasing that.
Yeah, you know what? I've thought about that with a lot of things.
It's probably bad for life in general because you're always going to be hungry in your car. Even when you're not hungry, it's like, I can't help it. I want French fries.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're not feeling well, and then the smell of French fries, probably not the most appealing smell.
I would think a candle would work. I don't necessarily know about a
French fry candle.
Yeah, like a McDonald's French fry scented candle.
You know,
it's got to be McDonald's fries because it has a very distinct smell.
Yeah, you know, there's a podcast I listen to, but the host of that is Mark for Candles. He likes candles and all that.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, it's funny because most of the time he's talking about wrestling and guns and games and things, but then he'll start talking about candles and get into candles, which is oddly entertaining.
You know what? We're eccentrics in the radio biz. We're known to go down odd avenues.
Well, he partnered up with some guy that used to be like a guitarist for what's his name? The dude from Poison. My wife swoons over him.
Bret Michaels?
Bret Michaels.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a guitarist for Bret Michaels when he was solo and all that, and I think he still is actually. But the guy created his own candle company, and so he came on the show and he created a Mountain Dew candle, and it smelled like Mountain Dew, and it was really good.
All right.
And but this guy makes candle smells.
I don't know what the company is, but for a while, and this was years and years ago, I haven't found him since.
Yeah.
At the Walmart, they were Wolfgang Puck candles, and they smelled like Wolfgang Puck's signature dishes.
Okay.
Like, I think there was like a rotisserie chicken, and they smelled so good. My thought is, you get these candles, you light it, and you make your house smell like you've been cooking all day.
Yeah.
And then you serve up whatever, and it's going to put in whoever's eating's head, it's going to up the game of whatever you're eating.
Wow, these Triscuits are not what I thought they were going to be.
I'm telling you. Sitting here eating Lunchable, oh my gosh, this tastes like McDonald's.
Yeah.
With 2 locations in Roswell, 1 in Artesia, and the Carlsbad locations too.
I got a better idea. Dump your Lunchable, just go to McDonald's
and
get your McDonald's.
Look at that. You right there, you're a problem solver. That's what you are.
Throw that Lunchable in the trash. Go get you.
Hold on. Open the Lunchable, take the little tiny Nestle Crunch out.
Okay, then throw
the rest of it away, go to McDonald's.
Then go to McDonald's, get you.
Enjoy your little tiny nugget of crunch on your way to McDonald's.
While you dream about a sundae later on, or maybe a basket of fries.
Those little tiny Nestle's Crunches and the Andes candies are the only 2 chocolates that I am satisfied with just one of those. I can just have one of those and be like,
really?
That was delightful. Now, granted, I can eat a whole sleeve of Andes candies if I want to, but
I think Andes do that to me because
Andes
they're very
amazing.
They're minty.
They're so good.
Yeah.
I don't know why that just made me think of an Andes.
To be
candy,
honest, that's the one candy if I had in the house. I'm not like my wife. That's her favorite Andes.
A good solid creme de menthe.
Like I know her wheelhouse. Dots and Andes.
Dots
candies.
and Andes.
That's her jam.
Simple.
Yeah, I'm more. Although she is and she doesn't like nuts, so there's no candy with nuts. So M&M peanuts, and that's what I get to know because I know. Well, I love M&M peanuts. That's one of my favorites, but I know they're safe.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat every single one. All right, enough food talk. Thank you to McDonald's.
Absolutely.
Though. Swing on by. They've got you covered. Go to mchire.com.
Yes.
They are looking for employees at all levels and for the new rebuilt, I should say, South Main McDonald's as well when it opens. They're hiring for that right now, mchire.com. All right, Juliana Halverson with Main Street Roswell is going to join us here in just a few minutes. We're going to chit-chat about First Friday, which, guess what? Tonight's First Friday.
Yes.
And all kinds of stuff happening as we gear up for Chili Cheese Festival. So that theme for tonight is going to meander around that. But Juliana will tell us all about tonight here in just a few. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather. They talk of rain. Hopefully, it's more than talk.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms will be possible today. Partly sunny, and our high should be in the low to mid 90s. Scattered showers until about midnight tonight and upper 60s, and then mostly sunny and low 90s coming up for tomorrow. Isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Scattered storms again on Sunday afternoon. Labor Day, partly sunny and mid 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 73 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 81%. Winds currently out of the south at 5 miles per hour. Rain chances are in the forecast all weekend. Decent chances. Now, are they going to happen? That's the question. But we are looking at a 50% chance of showers this afternoon. Mostly sunny otherwise. High of 92 today with south winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. They're only saying if we do get rain, less than a tenth. So it doesn't sound like we're going to get major downpours or anything today. Tonight, 40% chance of showers before 9, partly cloudy with an overnight low of 68. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then looking for you at the Labor Day weekend here, a 40% chance of rain for you Saturday. Mostly sunny, high of 91, south winds 5 to 10. For Sunday, a 50% chance at afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy with a high of 85. For your Labor Day, no talk of rain on Labor Day. Partly cloudy, highs near 88. And then looks like we'll be floating in low 90s to upper 80s for a good hunk of next week. So that's what we're looking at. Hopefully the rain will not, we need the rain. I will not say not rain, but hopefully it doesn't mess up any things like, well, First Friday here or anybody's Labor Day plans or anything like that. All right, it is closing in on 8:16. We're going to take a 3.5-minute commercial break, and then on the other side of the break, Juliana Halverson with Main Street Roswell is going to join us, and we'll give you all the things on the agenda for tonight's First Friday. Don't go away.
How many times do you think we could say lucky in 30 seconds? This is the lucky 13th year for the Artesia Chamber of Commerce's Clay's Crusher Fun Shoot. If you're feeling lucky, please join us on Saturday, September 18th for a fun day of shooting clays. Luckily, we scored a spot at the Eddy County Shooting Range, and we'll have 2 rotations at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. If you're lucky, you will hit all 70 targets. If we are lucky, the weather will cooperate. It's just $150 per participant. A team of 5 is just $750, and a sponsorship is luckily $1,300. Sign up at artesiachamber.com or give us a call at 575-746-2744. We just said 7 luckies in 30 seconds. Luck must be on our side. Clay's Crusher, September 18th, artesiachamber.com. Paid for by the Artesia and Eddy County Lodgers Tax.
It's hard to believe it's been 20 years since that awful September day. Here at the Tailgate Nation, we're remembering 9/11, honoring our local heroes and celebrating the American spirit with Roswell Ford's Hometown Heroes Car Show. If you have a classic car or truck, lowrider, hot rod, muscle car, or motorcycle, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, or Mopar, you could add to your trophy collection with a first-place win in your category. And even win $1,000 if you're judged best overall. Just go to RoswellFord.com to register or stop by CRM Discount Awards and sign up in person. Then we want everyone to remember, honor, and celebrate at Roswell Ford's Hometown Heroes Car Show. Saturday, September 11th from 10 to 1 at Roswell Ford, the Tailgate Nation at the corner of 9th and Main. While you're there, take a few minutes to nominate your favorite hometown hero. If they're chosen, they'll win a $500 gift card from LGS. Roswell Ford is proud of our nation, proud of our city, and proud of our hometown heroes.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia or Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
The High Caliber Summer Sale is on now at LGS Guns and Ammo. Now through Labor Day weekend, save big on guns, ammo, and everything you need. From brands like Glock, Ruger, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, Mossberg, and more. Plus, massive savings on ammo, targets, magazines, optics, and knives, and a great selection of Springfield St. Edge rifles. The High Caliber Summer Sale on now at LGS Guns and Ammo, Southeastern New Mexico's authority for guns and ammunition in Hobbs or Roswell, and at lgsguns.com.
He's got the catch as he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
It's time to pave the way for the LBK.
Show the world what it means to come from Lubbock, Texas.
Tech has won this game.
Join us Saturday, September 4th, as the Red Raiders kick off the season against Houston on your home for Red Raider football. The Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Slugs have 4 noses, but no fingers to pick them. Here's Mike Winters.
Such a bad karma there for those slugs, huh?
Hey, wait, are we on camera?
All those noses and no fingers to dig them in. Good morning. It is closing in on 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning from Main Street Roswell, I always have to put the caveat because you wear so many hats.
Yeah.
You got wearing the Main Street Roswell hat this morning
right.
here. Juliana Halverson back with us. Morning. How you
Good
doing
morning.
today?
I'm great.
Good. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've talked to you. I know. I mean, I see you all over the place because you're going 1,000 miles an hour, but we haven't talked to you here in studio for a bit.
It's been a while.
So welcome back.
Thank you. It's glad to be back.
Yeah. So for folks that don't know, tonight is First Friday.
Yes.
It's kind of snuck up on us. Anytime the first starts like in the middle of the week like that, it kind of. Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah. It is First Friday. Yeah, I forgot. So.
And everyone's working, and then it's just they just forget.
Yeah. Anytime you start the week in a different month and then finish the week, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It kind of messes you off a little bit.
Yeah.
But tonight, in fact, is the first Friday of September. So
That's
tonight's First Friday.
Yeah.
Tonight is the theme of gearing up for Chili Cheese Festival here,
That's
which
right.
is
That's the end
right
of the
around
month.
the corner.
Yeah. Yep.
So which we'll talk more about as we get closer to the event, but definitely want to mark that on people's calendars and things
24th
like that.
and 25th.
Yeah. It's just out of curiosity, I know, because one of the big traditions as part of that is the Leprino visits. Are they going to be able to do that this year? I kind of figured with COVID they weren't doing that.
They're not doing that with COVID.
Yeah, I kind of thought.
But they're still
hoping.
a great sponsor and everything. So
they support and do everything. But for those that don't know, Leprino is a very meticulous, secure, and not,
clean.
Yeah, and by secure, I mean not like protecting from terrorist attacks. I'm talking from bacteria and that kind of stuff. So you can't even enter the building without booties and things. So it makes sense that during
jewelry
COVID,
and masks.
Yeah, it makes sense that during COVID they obviously don't want extra people in the facility. That
I would imagine they don't have any COVID problems there, only because
probably not. Probably you could lick any wall in that place and be just fine. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could.
Don't push the licking. We have a licker guy.
They might arrest you too. That might also be a problem. But again, it's coming up. There's still going to be lots of stuff. We'll talk more about that. But tonight's First Friday, and basically it kind of goes all day. I mean, some of the businesses and merchants start sales early and things. But the actual main First Friday event is generally 5 to 8.
Yes.
That's when a lot of the downtown festivities, your live music, your arts and crafts, and the things that normally happen, those will gear up about there. But if you're looking to shop for deals and things, go to the Main Street Roswell Facebook page.
Yes.
You'll see the whole list of every single business, what their sale is.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them here that have great sales going on.
Yeah, it's really almost
and they
too many
support
to
their
list.
downtown merchants.
Every single
shop
one.
local. So
and the cool thing is they do a lot of it's the personalized side. You go. Like for instance, Ancients Days, they're very specialized in their products and what they do and all that. The Pecos Diamonds, all of that.
Yeah, the geodes are pretty cool. Yeah.
So if you're looking for that kind of stuff, you get to learn about it. I mean, obviously this person knows their business and they know it's not like going to the big box store and be like, what's this? And the guy's like, I don't know. It kind of, well, what's the box say? You know?
And their customers matter.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just a number. You're important to them.
Exactly.
So, you know,
not to mention, if you're looking for hard to get stuff and it's not on the shelves, a lot of them, I can get that for you. Just give me a week.
Well, what's funny is every time we have a First Friday, I see people I know and they're like, man, I haven't been downtown in forever. I didn't even know these things were here. So you'll find some pretty exciting things.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
It's a discovery every week for folks. Yeah. And, but while you're out shopping, too, there's going to be lots of entertainment. Bring the kids, bring the whole family.
Yeah, the symphony's having a brass, I think, quartet or quintet or something.
Yeah, the UTEP. I think they're from UTEP, if I remember.
UTEP brass faculty.
Yeah. Now, and some of the RSO is going to be playing, too, I think, right?
That I don't know.
Okay, all right.
But I know the Roswell Symphony's sponsoring it.
Okay.
So it'll be pretty neat. It's a free concert at the Courthouse Lawn.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And it's right.
Bring your lawn chairs, just enjoy the evening. You know?
Weather.
Even if it rains, it's okay because we like the rain.
Bring an umbrella.
Yeah.
And there's some trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it's not lightning, don't hang out under the trees. Probably not a good idea, that. But
I wonder if they have a lightning rod on the dome or something, you know?
I would imagine there's got to be something there. Of course, I don't know. I'm not very expert on all that. Of course, that for folks that don't know, they get conservators going. That's a legit historical architectural piece.
It's beautiful.
That people from all over the world come and study.
Well, and it was finished in 1912 because they tried to. From what I've heard, they wanted it to be the state capital, and they knew New Mexico was headed for statehood, so they were hoping this
was kind of
building.
the sweeten the pot to make it happen for us. Gotcha. Dang Santa Fe, they beat us out. Do you think our state would be better if we were running the show instead of Santa Fe?
Yeah, I do, definitely.
I think I tend to agree with it. But come on out. So RSO, they're going to have the UTEP. Let me give you the right. It's the UTEP Faculty Brass Band. They're the ones that are going to be out on the courthouse lawn. That's going to start about 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So get there early. 5:30. Get you a good seat.
Well, go downtown, shop. Eat dinner at one of our downtown merchants.
Absolutely.
We have several Peppers, Martines. There's all kinds of restaurants downtown.
Absolutely, and then there's usually a few food trucks down there as well too.
Well, I don't know if the food trucks are coming anymore.
Okay.
Because there's a DOT rule or something.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
The highway, and they're not letting, because technically that's a state highway.
We love the food trucks, but apparently it's not allowed anymore. So.
We may have to.
But we do have a lot of restaurants downtown.
We absolutely do. Yeah.
So enjoy dinner. Yeah, then go to the concert.
Yeah,
and then come downtown and shop.
You can actually do like the restaurant crawl. So if you get apps at one place, go get your main dinner at another, and then swing by dessert for another one. So if you want tacos.
Or a drink or two here.
Maybe stop by like Stellar and get a drink or something to go start with, and then go hit El Toro Bravo for tacos or and maybe dessert at Peppers or something. I don't know.
Yeah, great idea. We need to create a food crawl.
Exactly. You just kind of do that. And of course, 3rd Street Station in that area, they've got the Backdraft Barbecue and everything.
Good. Yeah.
The 3rd Street area, that's right in the Main Street corridor as well too.
There's a lot of places to choose from.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's lots of if you come hungry and leave hungry, that's your own fault.
Yeah, that's right. There's plenty. Yeah, there's plenty to do. So yeah.
Absolutely. One of the other popular things, part of First Friday, She's a Dandy. Often, I don't think they've had them in a couple months, but this month, the Runyon Ranch animals are going to be back at She's a Dandy.
Sally and Zeppelin, I think.
Okay.
The zebra and I don't know what kind of cow it is, but it's a nice little cow.
Okay.
I guess they're best buds out at the Runyon Ranches, so it'll be pretty neat to come see them. You know, it's a weird friendship, I guess.
The odd couple.
Yeah.
Wonder which one's the Oscar.
But they're both babies, and they're just adorable. I mean, the kids would love them. Yeah. Even adults.
I'm about to say, the kids and kids at heart will love
How often do you get to see a zebra in New Mexico?
Not up close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can pet it,
Yeah.
So.
That's pretty cool. I wonder if, never mind. I was like, do people ever ride zebras like horses?
I don't know.
I don't know, like in Africa or whether
you would
they
think they could. I mean, same as a horse.
I mean, it looks like it. I don't know if their attitudes are the same or their trainabilities.
They may be like a donkey, trying to ride a donkey.
Could be stubborn.
Yeah.
That zebra's stubborn as a mule. I don't know how that works either. But please come out and do, and so the kids will love all of that. Main Street Arts Gallery, they're going to be having kids crafts and live music, so you can come by.
Yeah.
If you'd ever swing into the Main Street, the gallery here, Main Street Art, it's a great place because it's kind of the collaborative of local artists.
That's right. It's not one artist.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch.
So it whatever decor or styles you're into, or your odds are you're going to find
something.
It's something for everybody there.
Yeah.
And it's all about they're all also about not just exposing and presenting artists to you, but nurturing it and creating more artists. And it's not just like paintings.
There's everything. There's just household items that you can use.
Yeah.
There's photos, paintings, just handmade stuff.
All mediums of art, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
really anything.
If you're into woodworking, to sculptures, and they've got it all. So, but they also do like during the first Fridays, they'll do projects for kids.
Yeah.
And usually, sometimes they'll have a musician
fun.
or something. So make sure you go by the gallery there while you're walking around downtown tonight.
And we have our mascots coming tonight too.
Okay.
Arthas and Yusetta. Because the theme's hot time downtown. So, again, like you said, for the chili cheese. So we're trying to promote the local agriculture, the chili growing.
Yeah.
Because we're better than Hatch.
Don't say it out loud, but yeah.
I said it out loud. The whole world knows now.
I mean, I know Colorado can't say nothing, but we might be getting in dangerous territory there.
But they're collecting blankets for the Humane Society, too.
Oh, great,
so they're doing a fundraiser for that.
That'll be perfect because they probably don't need as many right at the moment because of the weather, but as things cool down and all that.
Yeah, they're going to need them.
Are they going to be at Tascosa this time? I'm not sure if I saw
either
it.
Tascosa. I think they're going to be at Imagine That.
Okay. Because I know generally the Humane Society, of course, there's a couple downtown merchants that are great supporters of the Humane Society and things too. So you can, by helping them, you're helping them. So
and then they're also collecting food for the National Food Bank Day.
Oh, okay.
Imagine That is.
Okay,
and
perfect.
she'll also have Malia Juarez. She's such a great volunteer for Main Street Roswell.
Okay.
She's going to be there signing autographs, and so is, I can't read. I don't have my glasses on. Sorry.
I got to take mine off.
I'm old. The second lady on there.
I think it's Alicia Gibson.
Okay. She'll be here too. They'll both be signing autographs.
I'm sorry, Alicia Gill.
We're so sorry, Alicia, for butchering your name.
I can't read. It's in cursive, so I can't.
Well, it's colored funky too. Yeah. Okay, we're old, admit it.
Yeah, we're old and out of touch.
Yeah. But just go to Imagine That. There's a lot going on over there too. So yeah.
Well, and that's just it. That's the beauty of First Friday. It's you go in, you see these different things, you learn about biz, and I'm telling you.
And the Roswell Spacewalk opened back up too. So
good.
If you haven't been in there, that's a lot of fun.
So you can go and bring the family and do some sightseeing and walkthroughs there too. There's a lot going on. Please make a point to come down to Main Street corridor here tonight and just walk up. Now that's kind of the whole feel is. Go get you park behind the courthouse or park one of the plenty of conveniently parking areas around the Main Street area.
Because when we grew up, walking downtown was pretty cool, and it was just enjoyable. And we're trying to bring that back with the First Fridays.
And just kind of walk, stroll, maybe do some window shopping, enjoy some music on the street
real
corner.
Shopping.
Yeah, and some real shopping, yes, too. I said this earlier, but obviously this is First Friday every month. But if you go to mainstreetroswell.org, the website, you'll find applications for future Main Street. So if you're a band or a nonprofit that would like to participate in future First Fridays, you'll find applications to do that.
I don't know if they're up. When we redid our website, I don't know if they're up there, but they can email us, and we'd be happy to email them to them.
Oh yeah. And we'll make sure to get that stuff to you.
And nonprofits, they can set up outside, and let people know about what they're,
And a lot of times that's a partnership with the merchant they're usually setting up with. So
the nonprofits not so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
They go where there's openings.
That we let them pretty much set up wherever they want.
But then too,
but they do partner with the merchants.
The local merchants will each have maybe they have passion.
Because Tascosa's been great about a Humane Society.
Yeah, that's been a staple there. Matter of fact, anytime you go there and need like copies or anything, like Xerox copies of things. You make a donation to the Humane Society, a bag of food, or whatever, they'll give you free copies and do all that stuff.
So our local merchants, you support them, and they also support a lot of different organizations in town. So
that's why we always talk about shopping local.
They hire local people, and
that's where the importance of shopping local is, and we do the stats and all that. It's like 75% every dollar stays here, and 40% if you shop there. I don't know the numbers, but aside from that, everything else is you're employing local people. And you're investing in local things because you're supporting these businesses and I don't know if the Main Street businesses like this or realize, but they all rely on each other because if one succeeds, they all succeed because we
have a great group. We have a stakeholders page. So if like recently we had some vandal going around busting things up. And you can put it on the stakeholders page. Everyone's like, watch out for this guy. and
Sure.
stuff. So
it's kind of like your own neighborhood watch.
Yeah, exactly. They
thing.
communicate with each other, and it helps the community grow. You know?
So please, come on out and support that. But yeah, that's that. It's really that close knit, and so all the businesses downtown really use each other to bring people to the downtown area.
Yes.
So when you have one thriving business, that brings more people to help the other businesses, and they start thriving. And that's kind of the idea here.
Yeah.
So come out first Friday, use it as a learning tool to just stroll in check out every nook and cranny of the Main Street corridor. See what's out there. I imagine you're going to find. I don't care how many years you've been here. Or what? I guarantee you do an honest stroll through downtown, the Main Street corridor here during First Friday. I guarantee you're going to realize there's something here that you did not know was.
I personally have noticed the people that have lived here longer, they're the ones who usually don't go downtown. And
they remember from something 20 years ago.
Yeah,
they still think
but
it's
I think if they come downtown now, they'll be surprised, pleasantly surprised at what's down there.
It's a vibrant, thriving little. I mean, we have a great music scene here, a great art scene, and that's really creating a great vibe in the Main Street corridor, and that's what really. And I really think the First Fridays help flourish that and help kind of nourish that a little bit. So please come be a part of it. This is that part that makes a community great. Come on out and shop and have fun and just. Go enjoy a concert on the courthouse lawn. Go check out the UTEP brass band and just kick back, get a blanket, maybe get some food and
meet our mascots.
Yeah, meet the mascots and support these businesses. Come out and
pet
shop.
a zebra.
Yeah, and like I said, if you're looking for specific items and stuff, don't hesitate. Call the businesses, talk to them. They love to help you.
They'll do custom things. Yeah,
it's what they do.
Yeah.
Also, I want to mention, too, do you guys still, because I know last time, I think it was with Kathy, not with Marie, but also part of Main Street Roswell is, and I think it's through the website, is like the real estate area. So if there's...
available properties.
Yeah, like if you're selling property or looking for property in the Main Street corridor, that's a great resource for you to kind of look and say, oh, okay. And then, obviously...
Because there's a lot of available properties downtown that would just open for business,
And I'm not a real estate expert, but from everything I read and see and hear, the values of properties in the Main Street corridor tend to hold their value and increase, but are very, like you can kind of
highly visible.
Yeah. But I think if you pick and do the right thing, you can kind of get in for a dime and get out for $1 kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's got that ability there because, and so definitely check that out. And again, it's like you said. The more businesses, the more storefronts that are got lights on and things happening, the better that is for the Main Street corridor for everybody.
Exactly.
And it's just like anything else. Empty buildings detract people. And full ones attract them.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that we help these businesses in any way we can.
And anyone who's driven through town, especially during the spring break for Texas and stuff, you see there's people all over the place. You can't even drive downtown.
It's been nice to see that this summer. We've been missing that so much over the last 2 years. I mean, it was so like last year. I mean, we saw a little bit last year, but I mean...
When COVID started, I actually took a 360 photo. There's like nobody on the street.
But
it
I
looked
remember,
like a ghost town.
Like you come out walking for lunchtime in June or July or August. In Roswell and the streets, the packed. You see all the people with their little UFO or UFO museum stickers, and you're just like, look at this place is hopping.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see that again this summer.
Yeah.
But I missed it. I remember going and I sometimes I'd walk to go get lunch somewhere, and I'm walking like, ain't nobody out here, man. It's weird.
But it's picking up because I know during the UFO festival and Alien Fest, there was a lot of people.
So we're getting it back. It's nice to see. So
I think people just want to get out.
Yeah, so come get out. We're giving you stuff to get out to. Come on out here and enjoy and participate. And like I said, if you want to learn more about, even if you want to get involved, I know with Main Street Roswell, like you said, it's a community thing. So a lot
we're
of
always looking to grow our board, and we're always looking for volunteers.
Yeah, absolutely. There's constantly volunteer. I know you have a group of people that love to go around and do a lot of the beautification stuff, make sure the flowers are planted.
Yeah, the garden club's a great partner with that.
So there's lots of opportunities. And even other nonprofits and things will come and do projects. I know like the kids program, the art program and all that.
Yeah.
They've done some work downtown and things like that. It's our community, and you get to invest in it like we all get to invest in it.
Yeah.
And so come invest in it.
And that's what we ask. Like when we have community planting day in the spring, we invite the whole community to come out, and we do. We get a lot of volunteers, you know. So.
And it makes our community better.
And even when we put the Christmas decorations up and down, we're always needing volunteers for that.
Absolutely. And again, we have some great business partners in the community that help that because
Excel Energy.
Yeah, without them, there would be no Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just that's
exactly
the fact.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I used to not yell, but I used to make the argument with Kathy that we should just leave the lights up all year. Like, are there white lights? I mean, maybe like the ones that aren't shaped like trees and Santas.
Well, the issue with that is the trees grow.
Yeah.
And they tend to grow. I don't know if you walk down the street, some of the trees you can see wires that they grew around.
Oh, I gotcha.
So,
but it's so pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care what time of year it is.
Yeah. And then our weather isn't very nice to plastic.
Yeah, it's not realistic, but man,
it'd be nice.
It would be cool.
Well, it would save us a lot of money too. Because, you know, it's expensive because it's a lot of manual labor to put those lights up. It takes hours.
I imagine the light bill's not cheap on that when they're lit up.
No,
all day.
the light bill's not bad.
Oh, really?
And the city actually takes care of that for us, so we're very grateful for that. It's just putting the lights up and down. I mean, you see how much
it's
they
labor
wrap.
intensive.
Yeah, it's extremely labor intensive. Yeah.
And think of your Christmas tree at home and how much you're cussing.
Yeah, when you just put a
those
few lights up. Yeah.
Yeah. Do a whole corridor of.
They don't have pre-lit downtown trees.
Can't just pop up.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah. But yeah, folks, always invest in our community. Get involved. Roll up your sleeves. I'm sure if you walk around tonight and talk, there'll be a lot of people that can kind of gear you, put you in the right direction and that kind of stuff. And
it's just a lot of fun. And if you have a family, it's perfect bonding, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real investment in the community and everything else. So come out tonight, shop, walk, eat, listen to music, enjoy art, get the kids involved, hit these businesses, talk to them.
And also take selfies and tag Main Street Roswell.
Absolutely, yeah.
We would love that.
Get on social media and spread the love because you're in essence doing some great advertising for our community when you do that too. So come out and get your family pics all in front of one of our landmarks here downtown.
Yeah, we get that beautiful mural at Reichman Park.
Oh yeah,
and then the one at the UFO Museum with the spaceship. And
hey, while you're looking at those murals, make sure, especially if you're at Reichman Park, pay attention to that tile work there too. When you're done looking at the mural, go look at the some of the tile work that's in there.
This Roswell Inner Arts Organization. Yeah.
I think we had the professionals lay the tile, but they had like the kids make the tile.
Yeah,
the
I have
artwork
several tiles there.
Yeah, and they're beautiful. And you could literally spend.
So it was a community effort.
Yeah, you could spend an hour kind of going through there.
And the benches now that are downtown, that's a community effort.
Absolutely. Yeah, those are all the bottle cap program where you.
And we're still collecting bottle caps. You can take them to. I think the chamber's still collecting them for us.
Okay.
So,
and I believe is one of the churches involved, or is it a different one?
I don't know.
I know it's kind of moved around a little bit. I'm not entirely certain, but anyway, it's a great. Basically, what it roughly boils down to is for every, I think it's like 100 pounds or 125 pounds of bottle caps that you turn that in, you get a bench.
Yeah, you get a bench, and that's why the community's been collecting the caps for.
Yeah,
well, probably 2 years now, I think.
And the great thing is these benches are like actually better than like your wood benches and things because they're more durable. Yeah. They're more resistant to graffiti and things like that. They last longer. They're just
and there's places to sit all over downtown now. And we're also taking bench sponsorships too. Still
nice. So if you'd like to sponsor,
I think it's like $265 to sponsor a bench.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that'd be so. That's a great way to honor.
You get a plaque with your name on. Yeah, we're doing that. We did the first one. We're doing for Dusty Huckabee.
Okay,
we're doing it right there on the courthaus lawn. The corner, because he was the one that started the Chili Cheese Festival and stuff. So.
Very apropos to do that there, and that's exactly that's great. And again, and the other part is too. These are all benches that are made from stuff that's going to the trash heap. So
exactly,
it's a win-win for everybody. So
and the best part, it was the community that did it. So.
Exactly. Everyone rolls up, and I would make the argument that anytime a community does the project. And they have that ownership in it. People tend to not mess with it as much. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Makes sense. That makes
people are like,
sense.
dude, you know.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Yeah, of all places, man. That's a slap
and then when
in the
something
face.
does happen, the entire community gets upset.
Sure, rallies and says, dude, you got 12,000.
We need to find out who did this.
Moms and dads on the case wondering what's going on here.
Exactly. So,
but please get involved. Come on out. Come out to First Friday tonight. Please visit. Again, go to the Main Street Roswell Facebook page.
Yes.
You will find the complete list of all the participating merchants, what sales they've got going on, what the hours are, if they're going to have different hours outside of the normal.
Because there's a lot. You got what, 4, 5, 6 full pages.
This is front and back, of businesses. Like I can do a couple here. Let me pick one at random. Behringer's Blossom Shop. They're going to be doing orders there. If you need a gift, they've got fruit baskets, snack baskets, all that stuff available here. Matter of fact, they've been getting fellas out of the doghouse for many years. So definitely take, like you said, imagine that. They're going to be doing, they're going to have the Roswell mascots there going on. Let's see, Roswell UFO Spacewalk will be open until till 6 tonight. Get the family out for fun there. So you might want to do that early in the evening if you're gonna do that. Rustic Essentials, they're gonna be open till about 7 tonight, and they've got deals on soap and all kinds of other stuff too. So that's just a couple of them. Again, go to Main Street Roswell's Facebook page, and you'll find the complete list of business.
If you have since it's 5 days, 3 hours, if that fills your time, then Peppers is open till 9. So
good.
You can go there at later.
Maybe that's your after dinner settle down, or after drink, or after shop and drink, or something like that. So, or just maybe hit it at 6 and close it out at 9. I'm known to do that too.
It's not Margarita Wednesday though.
Absolutely, but again, Main Street Roswell on Facebook is your source for everything for tonight's First Friday. MainStreetRoswell.org.
And I also want to push the farmers market.
Yes, tomorrow.
Time. Yeah,
absolutely. Every Saturday,
7 to 11 a.m.
Yeah, and
it's big this year.
It is huge. Every week it's packed to the gills and things. I haven't been able to go to all of them.
There's so many handcrafts, so many different vegetables and fruits. It's amazing.
It's a great
next Saturday is the Piñata Fest, so we're doing it. And in conjunction with that,
it's like a dual event there on the courthouse lawn, kind of like when the health fair was happening a couple weeks ago.
We are also selling. I didn't bring one. I have one in the car. We have the new courthouse ornaments.
Oh, cool!
Yeah, and we're going to be selling them there. They're beautiful. Okay. They're metal.
Sell them tonight or at the farmers market.
At the farmers market.
Okay, look for the Main Street Roswell booth. You can't miss it there at the farmers market. You can find them there. So.
And then we also want people to vote for us for best market. There's information on our website.
We should vote because it is. I mean, that thing's hopping. It's great.
Yeah.
It's 7 till about 11. Mm-hmm. Pro tip: get there closer to 7 than 11.
Especially if you want tomatoes.
Yes, there's certain things fly off the baskets very quickly there.
Yeah. And eat breakfast there. Hector makes the best burritos.
Best burritos in town, and and that's not enough. There's plenty of produce and stuff while you're going to grab and eat as you go.
Yeah.
But that will go till about October 10th now.
October 9th.
9th, I'm sorry.
Unless the produce keeps coming.
I'll say that date will float. That date could float. I don't think it'll end any earlier. But say the farms are doing a bang-up job with their crops and everything. Yeah. That I've seen it where that thing's gone to almost Thanksgiving.
And I challenge people to come out and try something new because there's so many different vegetables and stuff that you just didn't know existed. And the people that grow it can tell you how to cook it.
Yeah, they're the experts. They can tell you all that stuff. And it's...
Even lemon cucumbers, you never thought, but
lemon cucumber?
Yeah, they actually taste like lemons.
Really? Is it shaped like a cucumber?
Yeah, it's shaped like a cucumber. It's yellowish, more yellow than green. It's just there's a lot of interesting things out there. So.
Now my mind's blown a little on that one. I don't know how I feel about that. I want a cucumber that tastes like a cucumber, not like a lemon. Now, am I going to get lemons that taste like cucumbers?
I should make a cucumber salad with a lemon cucumber because I love cucumber. The creamy cucumber salad. I bet you with a lemon cucumber.
That might work, actually. Yeah, that might be a good little... Of course, you're going to mess people's heads when they start eating that thing.
I know. I thought this was a cucumber.
It is.
Well, it's not tart like a lemon, though. So
you missed some of that.
Yeah.
Well, now, all right, are we going to have a lemon cucumber meringue pie coming?
Oh, I don't know. I bet you it's pretty hard to get the juice out of a cucumber.
Doesn't sound appealing now that I think about it. I guess you're weirdly into some kind of pickle pie or something.
Well, I had cucumber water. I guess you could make it. I don't know.
I'm not a fan.
But there's a lot of neat stuff growing out there. So
come out, get part. And like I said, I remember in some years they've gone to almost Thanksgiving because the crops were just, hey, we still got stuff. Come on out. Yeah. So, but generally speaking, the 9th there is that it'll probably end right around there. It won't end earlier, but it may be extended a few weeks.
Exactly.
But
we have
come on out.
The baskets everyone loves too. We do the bounty baskets bigger this year than ever. So we raffle off a basket that includes something from every vendor.
Oh, cool!
Every Saturday, it's a new.
Oh,
it's a table full of
the
stuff.
collection. It's the this Saturday's collection of
and the funds
stuff.
help Main Street Roswell. It's a fundraiser.
Yeah, it's and that's great. You can because you come out there and get fresh produce. So we have a lot of great nonprofits that do booths and things, and they have raffles and
But I have to reiterate, everything has to be handmade or homegrown.
Yes,
you can't.
Yeah, you just can't show them selling. Guns or something.
Yeah.
Like, for instance.
We had someone show up trying to sell Xbox video games. We're like, no, can't do that.
No,
yeah.
Not even if you made it yourself.
Yeah.
Although that would be a choir. I made this game. Now we've got a debate here.
Yeah.
But, now, like, for instance, I'm a part of American Legion Post 61. They're out there every Saturday.
Yes.
They're actually doing an auction for a quilt that's going to be auctioned off at the end of the farmer's market. It's a beautiful handmade quilt. Yes. But generally speaking, they're out there selling like the masks and things that our auxiliary makes, but then they do baked goods and things, which those are usually gone quick.
They're out there, all the time.
So they're out there selling things and too, but raising awareness for the organizations.
Yeah, Wick's been out there a few times too.
It's a great time. So come out there and to be honest, it's not all just produce. I mean, it's other stuff, but like if you're looking for like meats and things too, I mean,
R&R is there with meat, grass-fed beef. We got there's a lady that's been there for years that makes bags out of. She recycles the food bags for your pets.
Oh, okay.
Because it's that plastic.
Yeah.
She sews them into Christmas stockings, tote bags.
That's
and
cool.
She makes a lot of neat stuff.
That's really cool.
There's a guy that does a lot of laser cutting on wood. There's the guy out there that brings beautiful wood benches and stuff. And then we've got the pork rind, Wild Willie's. They're good, but they're not going to be there this Saturday.
Oh, bummer.
They're camping. You know.
We could have left some pork rinds on the doorstep for us here.
But there's so much out at the farmer's market, and it's so beautiful in the mornings. We've been so lucky. It rained once, but that was okay because we like the rain.
It worked out perfectly. Well, Main Street's had some experience of dealing with rain while being on the courthouse lawn.
Yeah. Yeah. Sideways rainy and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, every direction. But again, that's every Saturday now through the 9th of October, 7 till about 11.
Yeah.
And it starts breaking up about 11 there. If you don't see parking right in that immediate area, there's plenty of parking behind the courthouse.
Oh, yeah.
On
Main Street.
Yeah, even across the street in the Pioneer Plaza area, there's some parking there, too. You can finagle and get in and come and shop.
And then there's baked goods. That lady brings her trailer with baked goods, and they're wonderful.
Yeah. Try to see how many you can actually take home with you.
Yeah.
See how many actually make it home before you eat them on the way home.
Exactly. Sometimes Sweet Baby Jay's is open, too, and you can go across there and...
That's why the rule of thumb is when you buy baked goods at an event like that, you buy two.
Yeah.
One that you know is not going to make it home, and then the one you hope makes it home.
Yeah, exactly. So,
is there anything else we missed? Did we get it all?
We have so much going on.
Come on out tonight, First Friday. Officially, everything gets underway at 5, but if you're looking for specific items or sale things, look early. Main Street Roswell's Facebook page. You'll find the complete list of everything there. That way, because some businesses are open different hours and things. But so if you're looking for something specific, get there. Otherwise, just come on out anytime around 5 and just prepare to wander and walk around and see what you stumble into.
And then I do have to push the courthouse ornaments again. We got to get those.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's a fundraiser for Main Street Roswell.
Is there first crack tomorrow to get them? Or
no? Last weekend was the first. We sold several already.
Good.
Yeah. So they're $25 each or 2 for $40, but they're beautiful and they're metal and
they're collector's items.
They're 3D and so they're great Christmas gifts.
Yeah. I would imagine people that buy them in the years, you're going to want to make sure you get them again. Once you start the tradition.
Because it's limited run, We're not ordering them again. So
once you start the tradition, you're in. You got to be in now. So come on. They'll sell them while supplies last.
Yeah.
First come, first buy.
That's what it is.
So, but and that's what makes them
there's
collectible.
Pictures on our Facebook page too.
But that's what makes them collectible. If we made a bunch of them, then everybody have them, then no one won.
Yeah, exactly. So, and they're not alien.
They are not alien.
Yeah.
They're Christmas themed.
Well, they're the courthouse.
Okay.
They're I'll have to show you.
Well, unfortunately, I was saying, man, we could have snow pictures of the courthouse. We could stick one on there. We do get snow every once in a while.
Yeah. I haven't had that one video I took that one year. We had Goliath. Oh, my God. There's like 20, 30,000 views on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah, I remember that, too. That was your stuff, and then someone had a drone they were doing.
That was my
stuff.
drone.
That was your drone.
Yeah.
Okay. And, I didn't know you did drone stuff, too. I
Well,
knew you
that
did
was before you had an FAA license to fly.
After you did that, I was like, I'll stick to ground photos after that. I didn't want to get my pilot's license to take pictures.
I know. It's like, this is crazy. I don't know.
I get you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Juliana.
No,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you for having us.
Anytime. We'll see. And like I said, and I said to Maureen, anybody, if I know we have our Fridays once a month here, but if we need more time, extra time, any of that stuff.
Yeah, we may come on again just for
anytime
what's going on. There's a lot going on.
I would imagine with Chili Cheese Festival coming up, we're going to need to get some time to promote that here.
We have ideas for the light parade and other things. So, yeah, we've got a lot more to talk about.
Yeah. So learn about Main Street, everything, and shop and have fun tonight.
Yes.
Main Street Quarter, come on down.
5 to 8 downtown.
Yeah, officially, 5 to 8. But again, go to the Main Street Roswell Facebook page for a complete list of participating merchants, their hours of operation, and, of course, what sales they're having and things like that, too.
Okay.
So, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
All right. It is 8:53. Let us pause for local news along with your town hall business update. Maybe. That thing's been getting a little cattywampus today. I don't know why. Somebody's sleeping over there, but we'll see if it's working this hour. And then quick break. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. A convicted killer has been arrested in Roswell after police say he kidnapped a woman and led police on an 85-mile chase. A statement from RPD says Orlando Martinez Flores pointed a gun at two women and ordered one of them into a car Wednesday night before speeding off. The case started in the 1400 block of Adams Avenue, where police had responded to a domestic disturbance. The music and dancing of the past will return to the Roswell Adult Center on Friday, September 17th, when it hosts an oldies dance that will have people cruising into fall with the classics. Those who are part of an earlier generation, as well as anyone who simply loves the oldies, will be able to take to the dance floor to move to some classic tunes from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. The doors of the Adult Center will open at 6:30 p.m. for the dance that will run from 7 to 10 p.m. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Sigmund Freud once believed that cocaine could be used to help treat a morphine addiction. Mike used bacon to get over his addiction to beef. Here's Mike Winters.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms will be possible today. Partly sunny, and our high should be in the low to mid 90s. Scattered showers until about midnight tonight and upper 60s, and then mostly sunny and low 90s coming up for tomorrow. Isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Scattered storms again on Sunday afternoon. Labor Day, partly sunny and mid 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Into the
Celebrate the beauty of the Southwest during Yucca Blossom Trade Days, September 18th and 19th at the Eddy County Fairgrounds in Artesia. 2 great days with more than 50 local crafters, artists, and artisans showing and sharing their amazing works. Plus, fun for the whole family, including Zia axe throwing, a cornhole tournament, the Moose Caboose, Mechanical Bull, Gyro, and the famous Runyon Ranch Petting Zoo. And enter the raffle for your chance to win the drawing live on 92.9 The Brand Sunday afternoon. Yucca Blossom Trade Days, September 18th and 19th at the Fairgrounds in Artesia.
Have you ever been in a slime pit? Maybe you've been in the mud and mire. In life, we often find ourselves in places that are not what we desired. Maybe our careers didn't turn out like we wanted. Maybe our families didn't pan out like we thought. Illness and sickness can leave us feeling like we're stuck with no way out. A guy named David in the Bible wrote about God saying, "He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire, and has set my feet on a rock." The problem with us is we get ourselves out of one mud hole only to get into another mud hole. God is the one who puts us back on a rock, a steady place, a place that we can be sure of a future, sure of our next step. So when you are in a hole, look up. God has got you.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than just serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time while you take advantage of education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. If a civilian career is your goal, serving part-time allows you to work at a full-time job. The skills, qualities, and contacts you'll develop in the Guard can open doors to a great civilian career. Want to serve but worried about being away from friends and family? Part-time service in the Army National Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want while you enjoy the many benefits of serving your community and nation. You owe it to yourself to learn more about how the Army National Guard can fit into your life. Visit nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The Goodyear Rubber Company researched and concluded that shoes wear out faster on the right foot than on the left. To fix this, just walk backwards for half the day. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:59. Stay tuned. Next hour, we're going to have the folks from Tobosa Developmental Services join us. I think it's Nicole and Melinda. I don't quote me on that, but that's they wrote down on my sheet here while I was gone. But they'll join us. We'll get an update from them on Tobosa. Of course, they had their golf tournament a couple weeks ago, and they're gearing up for fall and dealing with COVID like the rest of us. So we'll get the update from Tobosa from them here next hour. Town Hall News is coming up here in just a few seconds, and then we'll start the 9 o'clock hour here. Don't forget, big thank you to the fine folks at McDonald's for sponsoring our show. Visit any of your McDonald's here in town. They got you covered. And don't forget they're hiring to mchire.com. All right, Town Hall News up next.
Roswell's home for talk radio is 106.5 FM, KEND Roswell.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. The latest snapshot of the job market took the experts by surprise. They had been hoping for a brighter picture.
The Labor Department report shows America's employers added just 235,000 jobs in August. Analysts had expected the figure to be more than 3 times that. At the same time, the unemployment rate dipped 0.2% and stands at 5.2%.
That's correspondent Ben Thomas. President Biden trying to put a positive spin on the disappointing jobs report.
Well, I know some wanted to see a larger number today, and so did I. What we've seen this year is a continued growth, month after month, in job creation.
What's left of Hurricane Ida may have moved on, but it left behind a terrible mess in the Northeast. The storm spawned more than a half dozen destructive tornadoes and unleashed devastating flooding, claimed for at least 46 deaths across the region. Ida roared ashore as a powerful hurricane in Louisiana last weekend. Later today, President Biden will visit Louisiana to tour the damage there. Outrage in New Zealand, where a man who was walking free even though he was known to pose a threat launched a knife attack in an Auckland supermarket before being fatally shot by police.
The terrorist is a Sri Lankan national who arrived in New Zealand in October of 2011.
New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, describing the incident as a terror attack, tells reporters the man was a Sri Lankan national inspired by the Islamic State group who was under constant surveillance.
What happened today was despicable. It was hateful. It was wrong.
Witnesses say the man shouted Allahu Akbar and started stabbing random shoppers, sending people running and screaming. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
The Dow is down 70 points, the Nasdaq 9 points higher, the S&P 7 points lower. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, Dad, what are you doing? Oh, hi, son. I thought I'd sing for the Legacy Box commercial. No, Dad, I want you to talk about Legacy Box, how it's the best way to digitize your family's home movies and photos. But there's no extra charge for singing. Thank you, but people need to understand that we can take old photos, VHS tapes, even film and transfer them to DVD, thumb drive, or a digital download. Our trained technicians digitize everything by hand right here in the U.S.
Don't worry, I'll cover all that. Legacy Box, the best way to digitize home movies and photos so that they aren't lost. Proud of my son and his Legacy Box.
Time's almost up.
From sea to shining sea.
Okay, I'll just read the rest of the ad then. Legacy Box is the best and easiest way to digitize your home movies and photos. Save 40% right now when you go to legacybox.com/lbox. That's 40% off at legacybox.com/lbox. legacybox.com/lbox.
Japan's prime minister says he will not run for re-election as party leader this month, signaling the end of his tenure.
Yoshihide Suga took power from his former boss Shinzo Abe last September, not long after Mr. Abe became Japan's longest-serving prime minister. His, in comparison, short tenure is about to end with Japan in the midst of its worst COVID outbreak yet. Mr. Suga said he'd struggle to tackle the pandemic while also fighting a leadership election. But much of the country already appears to have given up on his COVID handling, which included soft-touch restrictions and a slow-off-the-mark vaccination program. His government's hosting of the Summer Olympics doesn't appear to have boosted his support, overshadowed as they were by dramatically rising domestic cases.
That's the BBC's Will Leonardo. Small group of Afghan women protested today near the presidential palace in Kabul, demanding equal rights from the Taliban. News and analysis at townhall.com. A China-based e-commerce giant knows where its bread is buttered, announcing a $15.5 billion donation to an economic initiative championed by China's President for Life.
Alibaba's announcement adds to pledges by tech companies that are under pressure to pay for the ruling Communist Party's political initiatives. Alibaba says it'll invest in 10 projects for job creation. Alibaba and other Chinese tech giants, including games and social media service Tencent Holdings, have announced plans to invest in social welfare, technology development, and other ruling party priorities in response to pressure to align with Beijing's political and economic plans. Jeremy House reporting.
President Biden's approval rating just 43% in a new Marist PBS NewsHour poll. The lion's share of independents disapproving of his job performance following the Afghanistan pullout. And on Wall Street, the Dow down 67 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Tres inviernos.
Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yes, welcome to it.
Yeah. Do I sound quieter in your head? Or
I don't know if it's... I'm not sure if it's quieter. I think...
just sounds a little different.
Yeah, you do sound a little bit low.
Yeah, but I'm right where I should be on the levels there.
You're right where you ought to be.
I don't know. Well, we'll go on.
We'll just pretend like nothing's happening.
That's right. Nothing to see here. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. You're right where you belong.
But welcome to the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, you made it. we all succeed when we all get here together.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So happy Friday, Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
Almost upon us, hours away.
Any big plans?
My big plans are to have not a lot of plans.
I was going to say, you just spent a lot of time in your house.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
I mean, we'll do some things, but in all fairness, my energy levels are still not 100%. Like,
Sure.
I get home at the end of the day, and I'm still like, you know, I just, so probably, but not today. I mean, maybe I get up tomorrow and get fresh and ready, and who knows what's on the agenda.
I just feel like if I was stuck inside the confines of my home for 2 weeks straight, I would want to be anywhere but there.
Well, and then I'm an introvert, man.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
dude,
so part of me loves that. That's my, like, I don't want to be there all the time, every time, but if I have a day of solitude in my house and no one's there, I'm completely content.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I don't want to do it for a month, but, you know, a couple of days.
Sure. I mean, you know, and unlike it just seems like, I know you've had your fill, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't know exactly what's part of it is, I don't know what my wife has in store for us yet.
Right.
So.
That's true. I don't make my plans.
I don't want to commit. Although, you know what I'll commit to right now? Other than the fact that I love McDonald's, and big thank you to McDonald's for sponsoring our show each and every Friday and providing us delicious breakfast treats. I've been liquid heavy this morning. I've been drinking water and tea, and I'm about 2/3 of the way through both. I haven't had food yet, and I'm just not ready. But
you're not there yet. You gotta get your liquid base.
Hash brown will be down here soon, though. And a big thank you. Swing by any of your currently 2 McDonald's here in town. The South Main will be open soon. They are hiring.
Yes.
All McDonald's, probably even the ones in Artesian Carlsbad, too. So if you're in those areas and you are interested in career with Nick Snowberger's team at McDonald's here, log on to mchire.com. Yeah, boy. I can't not do that. Every time I hear it, I'm just like...
It's your boy, mchire.com.
We're jobbing, yo. Please log on, mchire.com if you're looking for work there. And I'm telling you, you're thinking, oh, McDonald's flipping burgers. Yes, they start there, but the Snowberger's team, Nick and his team, I don't know how all of those folks that are like in his upper management and all, they all were people that started like working the fries,
What's that line from Gold Digger by Kanye West? He got that look in his eyes. First week is the grill, next week is the fries. I'm telling you, got to work your way up.
That's right. It's he's got many of his people they're in the management teams. I saw one of them driving a Tesla. I don't know if it was his Tesla or Nick's Tesla, but you know, I'm just saying, their money's to be there. The careers to be had.
You ask any CEO that runs McDonald's, many of the CEOs that run McDonald's, many of the people that run the own McDonald's, a lot of them started right there, you know, in the crew.
Word. mchire.com, yo.
Yeah. That's right. Ow.
Let me give you the rundown.
Yes.
Here in just a few minutes, we'll get you up to date with the weather. Then about 9:15 or so, we're going to have Nicole Dean join us from Tobosa Developmental Services, and we're going to chit-chat about everything that's going on there. We'll imagine we'll recap. They just had the golf tournament a couple weeks ago. Of course, we can talk about Los Pasitos, Little Steps, all of that stuff, and we'll get the update.
We got the carnival coming up here very soon.
Carnival?
October 2nd, I believe.
Oh, sweet. Where's that going to be at?
At the main campus off Summit.
Okay. And they're going to have
from 9 to noon.
Cool.
Free food, games for the kids.
Nice.
Just real fun time atmosphere.
Come and be.
Lots of info about Los Pasitos Family Services.
Very good. So I imagine Nicole will give us some skinny on too. Very good. So she'll join us here in just a few. Later on, we'll get you up to date with the news and whatnot.
That really did hurt my chest. I used to do it all the time.
Oh, you did the...
Yeah. For some reason, that one hurt. I'm getting old.
This is all right. I'm gonna peel back the curtain just for a minute. And I'm not trying to out nobody, but I've been watching this for a couple days now, and it's fascinating me.
Okay.
Our main man Roy.
Oh,
he just heard his name. I think he's got a fascination with Google Maps. I've been watching him just study street corners and things like that on Google the Google Earth.
You ever gone down a...
He's smiling now.
You ever
I've been
gone
just
down
seeing out the corner of my eye. He's got all these. I was like, he loves maps.
You ever gone down the rabbit hole of just like Street View? Like you find yourself in Venice on a random Tuesday night.
Yeah. Well, he's like, man, I wonder if he's like, I've been there.
Right?
Been there.
What's fun is to like zoom over and see like I do this all the time just to see like places I've lived in town at what point they took the picture, because like I can see that, oh, there's my car. Yeah, or like the old station I used to work at, I could see my car it's really cool too, because I could see my car literally parked at the station and at the house at the same time. I was a go-getter.
It's a wrinkle in time.
That's right.
It's a some kind of wrinkle in the matrix.
You see all kinds of weird stuff.
Roy's defending his fetish for maps. What is going on here with the maps?
Fetish.
What's going on with the maps?
I can't help it. Like ever since
fetish. I was right. Go ahead.
I started with Hong Kong.
So it's not places that you've been. It's just random places that you just check out.
There's something about it that's like.
That's awful judgmental. He may have gone to Hong Kong. You don't know.
Really, you ever been to Hong Kong?
Not.
Yeah, on stream.
Maybe.
I had some sushi on the corner of
I'm there right now.
Well, they used to have the Street View a long time ago, and now they have this like 3D feature for like big cities.
So you're fascinated by it.
So it's like you're playing a video game. You're like soaring through the city or something.
That's what brought my eye to it. I was sitting there and I look at the corner of my eye and I'm seeing like zooming through cities, and I'm like, what's Roy doing there? And I've known like the last 2 days I've been watching it, and then I saw him again. I was like, oh, it looks like he's in a European city now. And I was like, what's going on? So I was legit curious while I'm doing the show. I'm like, what's going on?
Dude, that's the whole reason I used to play Spider-Man 2 on the PS2. It's really for that reason, to just zoom around New York City. That sounds awesome.
Assassin's Creed 2, Italy.
Nice. Right. So there you go. That's what problem or mystery solved. I was wondering.
Keen eye there, Michael.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I know a fetish when I see it. It's 9:14.
Spot it from a mile away.
It's 9:14. Let's get you up to date with the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms will be possible today. Partly sunny, and our high should be in the low to mid 90s. Scattered showers until about midnight tonight and upper 60s, and then mostly sunny and low 90s coming up for tomorrow. Isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Scattered storms again on Sunday afternoon. Labor Day, partly sunny and mid 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently, 73 degrees here in Roswell. Oh, no. Oh, no. My weather just disappeared. It says it just let me try again. I might be... there it goes. Weather Service was giving me a little cattywampus. Ooh, it's still not all goofy here. Currently 77 here in Roswell. Humidity is at 66% with winds out of the south at 5 miles per hour. We are looking at a 50% chance of rain showers this afternoon. Mostly sunny otherwise with a high of 92 and south winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. They're saying less than a tenth expected today. Tonight, we're looking at a 40% chance of showers, partly cloudy with an overnight low of 68. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. For your Labor Day weekend on Saturday, we're looking at a 40% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny, high of 91, south winds 5 to 10. 50% chance of rain for your Sunday, mainly for the afternoon, mostly cloudy, otherwise with a high near 85, winds out of the north 5 to 10. For your Labor Day on Monday, no talk of rain, just partly cloudy skies, a high of 88, and looks like for most of next week, we're going to be floating in the low 90s. Maybe a day or two in the upper 80s. All right, it is 9:16. Let's take a quick commercial break, and then Nicole from Tobosa Developmental Services will join us on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
If you're a person who has more to do than you have hours in your day, and everything seems to take priority over your own health, then you're going to love the Loveless MyChart Secure Patient Portal. You can message your doctor, make an appointment, or view lab results anytime, day or night, on your computer or smartphone. Print a list of your medications at the click of a mouse, or even compare previous tests to map your health progress. Loveless MyChart connects you to better health. Anywhere, anytime.
The high caliber summer sale is on now at LGS Guns and Ammo. Now through Labor Day weekend, save big on guns, ammo, and everything you need. From brands like Glock, Ruger, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, Mossberg, and more. Plus, massive savings on ammo, targets, magazines, optics, and knives, and a great selection of Springfield St. Edge rifles. The high caliber summer sale on now at LGS Guns and Ammo. Southeastern New Mexico's authority for guns and ammunition in Hobbs or Roswell, and at lgsguns.com.
It's hard to believe it's been 20 years since that awful September day. Here at the Tailgate Nation, we're remembering 9/11, honoring our local heroes and celebrating the American spirit with Roswell Ford's Hometown Heroes Car Show. If you have a classic car or truck, lowrider, hot rod, muscle car, or motorcycle, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, or Mopar, you could add to your trophy collection with a first-place win in your category. And even win $1,000 if you're judged best overall. Just go to RoswellFord.com to register or stop by CRM Discount Awards and sign up in person. Then we want everyone to remember, honor, and celebrate at Roswell Ford's Hometown Heroes Car Show. Saturday, September 11th from 10 to 1 at Roswell Ford, the Tailgate Nation at the corner of 9th and Main. While you're there, take a few minutes to nominate your favorite hometown hero. If they're chosen, they'll win a $500 gift card from LGS. Roswell Ford is proud of our nation, proud of our city, and proud of our hometown heroes.
Have they found you yet? They're always looking. They work 24 hours a day. They're underground operators, so you probably won't see them coming. They invade 5 million American homes every year. They're looking for yours right now. Termites. They cause more damage than tornadoes, fires, and earthquakes combined. They eat unprotected homes from the inside out, every minute of every day. And most homeowners' insurance doesn't cover termite damage. Don't wait until termites find you. Get protected now with the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System with always active technology. The system provides continuous daily protection against termites, killing termites today and protecting your home in the future. Termites are always looking. That's why the Centricon system is always active.
To learn more about the Centricon system, call Bob Reed Pest Control at 623-5344 in Roswell and 877-623-5344 for all of Southeast New Mexico.
He's got the catch as he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
It's time to pave the way for the LBK.
Show the world what it means to come from Lubbock, Texas.
Tech has won this game.
Join us Saturday, September 4th as the Red Raiders kick off the season against Houston on your home for Red Raider football, the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Linen can absorb up to 20 times its weight in moisture before it feels damp. Now, you don't have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom anymore. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 20 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from Tobosa Developmental Services, Nicole Dean back with us. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I am great. Yeah, Mike, good to be with you.
Yeah, it's been a while. For folks that don't know, Nicole and I were in Leadership Roswell together, so
yes.
we go way back. Chewed some dirt. But it's great to have you back on the radio again, and great to see that Tobosa's doing well. You guys, despite the deck of the hand of cards you're dealt, you guys are making lemonade. I know I just crowbarred about 27 different references there, but yeah, you guys are motoring, doing your thing. Even though the world's kind of working against you right now on some of this stuff. So, first off, I guess before we talk about the carnival and all the stuff going on here, of course, you guys just had your golf tournament
we did.
About 3 weeks ago or so. How did all that go?
Good, very well. We had a great turnout. A lot of golfers out there, more than we expected and anticipated. So, awesome. Very well.
Good. Because I know the Tobosa Golf Scramble is probably not the main, but one of the main events that you guys really garner donations and things to help the programs and create new programs and continue, obviously, all the different programs that fall under the Tobosa umbrella here. For folks that don't know, Tobosa covers everything. I mean, I think almost all of us have heard of Tobosa, and they probably think of the adult side and the job coaching side and helping adults with special needs and things, assisted living to job coaches to basically to help them lead normal lives. That's one side of Tobosa, but then there's the whole youth side too, which the Los Pasitos earlier intervention stuff, which works with the young children like under 3 and helping them with like disabilities like dyslexia and hearing and vision issues and even on the spectrum and all from everything in between there. They help that to even the little step side for daycare and education enrichment for a little bit older kids and the young kids there too.
Absolutely.
So, and that's all part of Tobosa. And it's great. It's great to see that you guys are kind of thriving and more people are taking advantage. It's especially with the Los Pasitos side, because to me that's where like the science is really happening, because when you and I were young, which wasn't too long ago, we're young svelte people, but when we were younger, things like glasses for kids and just even thinking about their vision or even their hearing for that matter, with things that, well, we'll wait till they're school age before we start addressing those things. And now they're 6 months old dealing with this stuff. And it's better because what happens is by the time they get 4 and 5 and the ages where they start going to kindergarten and the schooling time, they've already know how to deal with those skills. Either they've got the lenses and things to help correct the dyslexia or, the speech impediments, whatever issues they're dealing with, they've got the coaching and the tools to where that is something they can work with rather than it's a hindrance on them, progressing in their education.
Absolutely.
And it's great on all that. And then the little step stuff, which, daycare to, and then it's more than just drop a kid off, we'll pick them up at 3 o'clock today. They're doing programs, they're doing lessons, it's kind of like school, but fun.
Yeah, exactly. Field trips and.
Yeah, but fun. I should say that wrong, but more fun. Kids love school and something. I don't want to put the bad name out there for that. Did I get it all?
Yeah, you got it all. We also recently expanded our Los Pasitos services to include home visiting.
Oh, great.
So now we are serving prenatal to 5 years old.
Okay.
And helping those families and kiddos with traumatic experiences. So we've got a couple of excellent social workers on our team and also a family counselor. And so we're helping with the emotional and social side as well. And it's very exciting. So we just extended our program.
That's great, too, because, obviously and unfortunately, life happens. Unfortunate things happen with families from time to time. And generally, the kids end up being kind of victims in these situations.
Absolutely.
Or even if they're not directly involved, they just don't understand what's going on and have trouble comprehending and understanding and processing what's going on there. And so now this side is helping on that side, which is great to see,
Right.
So when the kid's like, hey, I'm having, dyslexia issues or something like that, but if it's more mental health problems, then there's experts there to help with that too.
Absolutely. We work with in early intervention, a lot of drug exposed babies and the impacts of that. We work with CYFD very closely and CASA. And so we're huge advocates about really helping the parents, empowering them, coaching them, because we're in the home a small amount of time.
Sure. At the end of the day, the parents are the people raising this child.
They're their best advocate, their best teacher and coach. We want to give parents those tools.
Yeah, make them
experts. So when we
experts.
leave, exactly.
Yeah. Because I think most parents are aware of this, but you did not get an owner's manual when you had that child. And the owner's manual is generally your life experiences and how you were raised, and you're going to implement that into how you raise your children. There's ways that I'm not saying what you know and raise isn't bad, but what I'm saying is there might be other things and alternatives, especially if you have a child that isn't falling under what the normals of everything. It's just humans are humans.
Exactly.
They don't learn the same way. There's commonalities and stuff, but there's some children and adults for that matter that when you get to learning something that traditional path just doesn't register to them. They don't. It doesn't. It doesn't sink in, and so that's where you can work with these parents. All right, here's alternatives. Here's ways to.
Right.
It's kind of thinking outside of the box in some of that, and parents don't always have the resources to kind of go in that direction, or it's your kids. You don't want to, you know what I mean? It's like, I take no risk. Think outside. No. I'll think outside the box for me, but my kid's getting, you know what I mean? It's
right.
just.
Right.
Parents are like that, and that's where you guys can work with them and say, "Hey, this." And it is as much a reinforcement support system for the parents as it is for actual programs and activities and treatments for the children.
Right.
So it's a good thing. And here's the beauty part with Los Pasitos and that side, all of it does not cost you one dime.
No.
So if you're having developmental issues or whatever with your children. Everything that you're doing through Los Pasitos is free of charge.
Absolutely.
It does not cost you anything. So please, no, because I know some people are like, oh, it's going to be, no, bring them down to this. This is about families and helping these children and helping these families. It's not about the money. The money, you've got outside sources that help with all that, funding, government, et cetera, bonds, grants, blah, 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 to help with that. Generosity. That's why we have golf scrambles and things like that. So these families that probably are stretched a dollar, because I've never seen anybody with especially a young kid that's just swimming in the money. You know, it's an expensive time of year for families. So please, it's all free of charge.
Yep, free. We do free evaluations as well. So a lot of parents are just, questioning, my son or daughter isn't walking yet. Bring them in. Let's see where they're at. Typically, it may be something small that they will eventually reach those milestones. Sometimes it's something bigger.
Sure.
But as a parent, it wouldn't hurt to come on down and just see where they're at for your knowledge, for the parents' knowledge.
Well, I mean, if you're suspecting something, and obviously parents are probably the best measuring stick for that, because they're seeing the child every day, every moment. If something's out of character, they're going to notice it probably before anybody else would. And so just to have that eyes and ears and bring it, even if you suspect it and you bring it down, no, your kid's right on point there. Then you've got that peace of mind, and you know that. And if it's something developing here, then you're ahead of the curve, and you're now dealing with it now, where it's a much more manageable thing to when the child's a little older, and it could be much more difficult to grasp and do the things that need to be done to correct the situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you know how they say kids are just like foreign language. Like they always say, it's best to teach those kids that because they absorb it much better. And it's the same case here. If you're putting these behaviors, putting these practices in play, then it's ingrained in there, and the children receive it better and absorb. I guess we're better learners when we're kids. We're more sponge-like. By the time we get jaded by everybody else, we start rejecting different things and stuff like that, but as kids we just suck it all in. So get out there, do that. Talk a little bit about Little Steps too. This is great. This is daycare things. This is not for just children with needs or issues or anything. This is just a place for if parents, we all work, we all got busy lives, and you want a place that your child is getting enriched and is safe and taken care of while you're at work. Then Little Steps got you covered.
Absolutely. We have a fairly new director, Marisa Mesa. She couldn't be with us today, but an amazing director. She is all inclusive, so we see kids. It's all inclusive there, 1 to 12.
Okay.
We have a great after school program. In fact, we've got a cool thing happening right now with the adult services. The after school kids have become pen pals.
Oh, nice.
To the adults, and so we've been exchanging mail.
Messages and
exactly.
Things. That's cool.
And when restrictions lift a little bit, we're going to have an outing together, a picnic, so that the kids get to meet their pen pals and face to face. So
that's cool.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's great. That's cool to see, and I love that because the pen pal is a lost form because of the world we live in. Technology kind of made it. But I remember as kids, that was something you'd go find a pen pal, and it'd be usually a child around your age, and maybe they're in England, maybe they're in China. Yeah. I mean, they were all over the place. And that was kind of thing. I guess the internet, there might be some of that going on. I don't know, but the world's come closer together in that, so it's a little different. But that's cool. I love that they get to kind of do that version, but here locally in their own backyard, and so I imagine that it's going to be fun when the reveals happen and the surprises.
Yes, we're very excited.
Have a big dinner get together or something like that. That'd be cool. But if you are needing any of these services, please don't hesitate to reach out to Tobosa directly. If you go to trytobosa.org, that's probably your best resource for everything that's under the Tobosa umbrella. Again, it's www. The word try, T-R-Y, Tobosa. Tobosa's with an O, by the way, T-O-B-O-S-A. I always at first want to put T-A for some reason. It's T-O.org. And you can go and see everything we talked about here, but then get a little bit more specific on what you're looking for in services and reaching out there too. And same goes for the non-use side. When we're talking about the job coaching, if you have maybe you're new to the area and you have family members that need those services, please reach out. Tobosa is kind of the official for this region, in Roswell in this area, for helping folks through living assistance, job coaching, and all that great stuff.
Absolutely.
And the staff on that side, they've been doing yeoman's work too this last couple of years, really 2 years with this COVID thing, because they've had to quarantine, but at the same time, you can only quarantine so much because these are people that are living their lives and they need to have these things happen. And so it was, I think you were getting like job coaches that were kind of living in the residence with them, and it was like the Brady Bunch for a while for some of these folks, just to keep everyone's circles the same and keeping everyone from passing COVID around. So it's some great people been doing this stuff for the last couple of years, and hopefully they're getting a little bit of break now that we're starting to come out of that, and we're they can more of what normal, like the job coaching styles and those jobs kind of do. But if you need the help on that side too, please reach out. Pretty much, if you've been here a while, you're probably very familiar with Tobosa services and all that. They have, and you know what? I don't know. And this is something I love too. And it's not Tobosa. It's through the college, Eastern New Mexico as well. They have a great program as well for folks. But they have it's like a college campus thing, and they teach these individuals. They stay on the campus. They actually get people from outside of the state coming to this program. It's that really good. And I would think between that and then working with Tobosa, if you're in the area, you probably got the best resources on the planet for your family member when it comes to dealing with special needs and things like that. It's we're very fortunate between that program with the college and obviously everything that goes on through Tobosa. We're very fortunate to have these resources available to us in our neck of the woods. So utilize it. That's what it's there for. Support it. Come out. Matter of fact, we got an event coming up here that you can help support directly and have some fun. Coming up here in, I guess, be next month. Will be is this an annual event, the carnival?
This
this a new thing?
This would be our third annual, but typically we have had our last two events in May, May and June.
So it's annual, but a little late this year.
A little late because of the last 2 years, but
due to COVID, yes. Very
October 2nd.
October 2nd.
9 to 12.
And this, where's this one going to be at?
This will be on our campus. So 110 East Summit, the whole children's campus there.
Okay.
We will have booths set up, a DJ. Everything is free.
Excellent.
All the food, the raffle is free.
Oh, cool.
Just come out. It's kind of a kickoff to the fair.
Awesome. That's right, because that'll be right there. That's that week of, won't it? Yeah, sure enough. Man, time's flying. I was just thinking about you. You're sure right. Fair's coming right up, man. That was a little bit of a man.
Yeah, it's coming up quick.
But so it'll be and you can come out, like it'll be games. There'll be booths for the kids, door prizes, food, lots of that stuff. Mm-hmm. I would imagine, bring, like you said, it's a completely free event. Bring the family out, have a day of fun. But if you love and support what's going on with Tobosa, and you like to make donations and things,
absolutely,
please you're more than welcome to do that. Again, every little bit that you do there goes to all these programs we were just talking about, the facilities and things. I know you guys have been obviously with COVID, you guys have been kind of having to figure it out as you go along, but even leading into COVID, you guys were constantly evolving and expanding anyway. It just kind of hopefully that stuff hasn't been put too much on off track with COVID.
Telehealth is here to stay. It's been a great another platform for us to use to stay connected to the parents. Obviously, it's not the same as being in the home, but we are so blessed to be able to have that.
But of ease of access, and I even think like if you just need a quick answer or question about something,
absolutely,
that's so much more efficient to get it done that way versus you make an appointment, sitting, waiting. Oh, here you go. That took 5 minutes. See you tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Right.
The teledoc takes all of that away. It's kind of nice. But yeah, definitely. Please come out again. It's October 2nd. What's the hours for the carnival?
9 to 12.
9 to noon. So come out early and right around the lunch hour there.
Right around the lunch hour, you'll be fed. We promise to feed you good food. We have carnival food, lots of games and prizes.
Yeah, and October 2nd. That should be a good time weather-wise.
Yeah.
It'll start. I don't think it'll quite be fall-like yet, but it won't be like the scorched summer. It's that kind of that sweet spot where you're up at 9 in the morning and it's nice and 70s out and just a beautiful day. That's what we're going to be doing. And no rain that day. Very good. Of course, again, if anybody has any questions about anything we're talking about here, whether you need information about Los Pasitos or Little Steps or the adult services available through Tobosa, your best resource, again, is trytobosa.org, the website. If you're a Facebook social media user, you can always like and follow Tobosa. I think you have a couple different Facebook pages.
We all have a separate. So Little Steps has one, Los Pasitos, and then Tobosa.
Very good. So you can like and follow.
We each have exactly a Facebook
whichever
page.
one, or all three, whichever ones. And even like you could even follow like the main one, even if you don't utilize the services. I think it's good to like and follow it just to stay up to date on what's going on through there. You can learn more about events like this carnival here, or the golf tournaments when they happen, or other events that are raising awareness or raising funds for the program and for helping all these people here.
Absolutely.
So, I'm telling you, I love and happy that the Tobosa, but on the converse side, I'm kind of like, what would happen if Tobosa wasn't here? Like, what would happen to all these individuals that need that help? I mean, I'm like, man, it's that vital. That's what I'm saying is, it's like without Tobosa, we would have many, many families that do not have the resources to navigate life the way they should and do it the right way. And by you coming out to the carnival, by you coming out to the golf tournaments, by you making your donations through the website, which, by the way, if you'd like to just say, you know what, I'm not a carnival guy, but you know what, I love what you guys are doing. I'd like to donate some money.
Absolutely.
Again, you'll find a donation link at trytobosa.org. That's a great way to help out. But all this money goes to help the program, to help expand it, to keep it growing, to keep it evolving, because that's something else too, is I would imagine the science and things you guys are doing now is probably not even the same as 4 or 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
It's evolved.
The things change and evolve, and you guys kind of have to stay on the forefront of that. So it's cutting edge stuff that's going on over at Tobosa here with some of this stuff. So support it. Come out and participate and utilize it. If you need the help, if you're a family that has a child with learning disabilities or issues, or if you have an adult that has these issues and need help, please call Tobosa. Go to the website. Let's make your life easier. Let's make your family member's life better. Let's do this. So, good deal.
Yep.
I know I got a little soapboxy there, but it happens. I do that.
We appreciate it. Anything you can do to pump us up.
Absolutely.
Good.
Is there anything we missed? Anything we want to mention?
I think we're good. I just wanted to leave our number as well at Los Pasitos. So 623-0849.
Okay. Is that the Los Pasitos number?
Yes. So if you're specifically interested in the event coming up, or in our services directly, that number is great. But everything
can you use
else,
any more sponsors or anything for the event, or do you got all you need there?
We are looking. We're always looking for sponsors and donations.
So if there's any business out there like to donate some swag, some giveaways, or maybe some
giveaways,
food or drinks, or stuff people like at carnivals, door prizes, or who knows? Maybe you're listening and say, hey, we want to set up a booth with a game and come out and give us a call. Love to talk to you about that too. So I would imagine too, if there's some other nonprofits that are out here that do help in the community that would like to kind of tag along with this to help,
Absolutely.
especially if they work within the same vein, working with children, working with individuals like that, please reach out to Nicole here. Are you the one running this one, or are you the person on point? Nicole will take care of all that stuff and get that for you here too. Again, what's that number one more time for Los Besitos?
623-0849.
Very good. And of course, if you want to learn anything else about any of the other services there, you can always go to the main website, trytobosa.org. That will get you, that is the door to everything that Tobosa does as part of their programs and everything. So come out, support, come on out. October 2nd, mark it on your calendars. 9 to noon will be Tobosa's third annual carnival, and belated third annual carnival. It's showing up fashionably late for this year.
Yes.
Did it on purpose so it looks good.
Right.
Very good. Well, thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, Mike.
Good seeing you.
You too.
Well, hopefully we'll see a few more here, especially as we get closer and more events and things coming up.
Yeah, we'll be back.
We get you popping in from time to time, and glad to see that you guys are able to kind of get out in the world a little bit again, too.
Absolutely.
Obviously, you guys are restricted to your restrictions as well, and what you
Right.
can do and can't do, go, and where you can go and can't go. And again, that's all for the protection of the people you serve. So there's a method to the madness. Awesome. Well, thank you very much,
Thank you,
Nicole.
Mike.
We'll see you here next time.
Okay.
All right, it is 9:43. Let's go ahead and pause for your local news and your Sean Hannity update. I'm giving up on town hall business. I just know it's going to be dead, so I'm just going to delete that bad boy right now. I've been hopeful the last 2 hours, like, it's going to work. That blew up my face twice. So we're not going to do that this time. Was it shame on you the first time, shame on me that time, and I'm not shaming on me a third time, so I'm skipping. We're going to do news. We'll be back. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. A convicted killer has been arrested in Roswell after police say he kidnapped a woman and led police on an 85-mile chase. A statement from RPD says Orlando Martinez Flores pointed a gun at 2 women and ordered one of them into a car Wednesday night before speeding off. The case started in the 1400 block of Adams Avenue, where police had responded to a domestic disturbance. The music and dancing of the past will return to the Roswell Adult Center on Friday, September 17th, when it hosts an oldies dance that will have people cruising into fall with the classics. Those who are part of an earlier generation, as well as anyone who simply loves the oldies, will be able to take to the dance floor to move to some classic tunes from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. The doors of the Adult Center will open at 6:30 p.m. for the dance that will run from 7 to 10 p.m. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
The conservative underground meets right now. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Biden's national security advisor, you're going to love this. He says he's not sure if the Taliban is our enemy or not. Okay, let me help him out. Jake Sullivan, yeah, they're our enemy. How's that? And by the way, he's asked, the Washington Examiner reported it. He was asked on MSDNC to define America's relationship with the Taliban, including whether they were a frenemy, an adversary, or an enemy. Well, it's hard to put a label on it, in part because we have yet to see what they're going to, be now that they're in control, physical control of Afghanistan. They're also in control of the destiny of our fellow Americans you left behind, you jackass.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
Excuse me, why don't you have life insurance yet?
I've got diabetes, and I know the price will be through the roof for the pre-existing condition.
Well, actually, SelectQuote makes it easy to get very affordable life insurance, even if you have a health issue.
I'm listening.
You'll get quotes from some of the country's most trusted carriers. Even with your diabetes, you can get around $250,000 in insurance for as little as $1 a day.
That would be amazing. What's it called again?
SelectQuote. Just call or go to selectquote.com to get your free quote. Get the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call 1-800-280-8787 or go to selectquote.com today. That's 1-800-280-8787 or selectquote.com. SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Get full details on example policy at selectquote.com/commercials. Monthly premiums vary based on health, company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 1 in 3 snake bite victims is drunk. 1 in 5 is tattooed. Hold my beer and check this out. Here's Mike Winters.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms will be possible today. Partly sunny, and our high should be in the low to mid 90s. Scattered showers until about midnight tonight and upper 60s, and then mostly sunny and low 90s coming up for tomorrow. Isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Scattered storms again on Sunday afternoon. Labor Day, partly sunny and mid 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Celebrate the beauty of the Southwest during Yucca Blossom Trade Days, September 18th and 19th at the Eddy County Fairgrounds in Artesia. 2 great days with more than 50 local crafters, artists, and artisans showing and sharing their amazing works. Plus, fun for the whole family, including Zia axe throwing, a cornhole tournament, the Moose Caboose, Mechanical Bull, Gyro, and the famous Runyon Ranch Petting Zoo. And enter the raffle for your chance to win the drawing live on 92.9 The Brand Sunday afternoon. Yucca Blossom Trade Days, September 18th and 19th at the Fairgrounds in Artesia.
Have you ever been in a slime pit? Maybe you've been in the mud and mire. In life, we often find ourselves in places that are not what we desire. Maybe our careers didn't turn out like we wanted. Maybe our families didn't pan out like we thought. Illness and sickness can leave us feeling like we're stuck with no way out. A guy named David in the Bible wrote about God saying, "He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire, and has set my feet on a rock." The problem with us is we get ourselves out of one mud hole only to get into another mud hole. God is the one who puts us back on a rock, a steady place, a place that we can be sure of a future, sure of our next step. So when you are in a hole, look up. God has got you.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
How many times do you think we could say lucky in 30 seconds? This is the lucky 13th year for the Artesia Chamber of Commerce's Clays Crusher Fun Shoot. If you're feeling lucky, please join us on Saturday, September 18th for a fun day of shooting clays. Luckily, we scored a spot at the Eddy County Shooting Range, and we'll have 2 rotations at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. If you're lucky, you will hit all 70 targets. If we are lucky, the weather will cooperate. It's just $150 per participant. A team of 5 is just $750, and a sponsorship is luckily $1,300. Sign up at artesiachamber.com or give us a call at 575-746-2744. We just said 7 luckies in 30 seconds. Luck must be on our side. Clays Crusher, September 18th, artesiachamber.com. Paid for by the Artesia and Eddy County Lodgers Tax.
Have they found you yet? They're always looking. They work 24 hours a day. They're underground operators, so you probably won't see them coming. They invade 5 million American homes every year. They're looking for yours right now. Termites. They cause more damage than tornadoes, fires, and earthquakes combined. They eat unprotected homes from the inside out every minute of every day. And most homeowners' insurance doesn't cover termite damage. Don't wait until termites find you. Get protected now with the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System with always active technology. The system provides continuous daily protection against termites, killing termites today and protecting your home in the future. Termites are always looking. That's why the Centricon system is always active.
To learn more about the Centricon system, call Bob Reed Pest Control at 623-5344 in Roswell and 877-623-5344 for all of southeast New Mexico.
It's hard to believe it's been 20 years since that awful September day. Here at the Tailgate Nation, we're remembering 9/11, honoring our local heroes and celebrating the American spirit with Roswell Ford's Hometown Heroes Car Show. If you have a classic car or truck, lowrider, hot rod, muscle car, or motorcycle, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, or Mopar, you could add to your trophy collection with a first-place win in your category. And even win $1,000 if you're judged best overall. Just go to RoswellFord.com to register or stop by CRM Discount Awards and sign up in person. Then we want everyone to remember, honor, and celebrate at Roswell Ford's Hometown Heroes Car Show. Saturday, September 11th from 10 to 1 at Roswell Ford, the Tailgate Nation at the corner of 9th and Main. While you're there, take a few minutes to nominate your favorite hometown hero. If they're chosen, they'll win a $500 gift card from LGS. Roswell Ford is proud of our nation, proud of our city, and proud of our hometown heroes.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service also allows me to be there for my community in ways others can't. I help my hometown recover after nature strikes. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country and those I care about safe from threats. I also work with a network of professionals that help me succeed. Also, the Army National Guard's education benefits make getting a higher education a reality. Being an Army National Guard soldier makes living and serving in my community more rewarding every day. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The first toilet being flushed in a motion picture was in the movie Psycho. Mike thought it was Gone with the Wind. Here's Mike Winters.
Turns out it was wrong. Good morning. It is 9:53. Got a couple minutes here before we wrap up today's show. Big thank you to all my guests. Excuse me. There it goes. Had the hiccups. I want to thank all of our guests for coming in. Appreciate it. John LeMay joined us in the 7 o'clock hour. We chit-chatted about the historic book fair that's happening mañana at the Archives facility from 9 to noon. Also, one of your last chances to RSVP for the fall fundraising dinner, which is happening at the end of September. All of that. So we talked to John in the 7 o'clock. Juliana Halverson with Main Street Roswell joined us in the 8 a.m. hour, and we talked about First Friday tonight here downtown with the Chili Cheese Festival just around the corner. Tonight's theme, going chili, going hot, going all that stuff. Don't forget also Farmers Market tomorrow morning beginning at 7 here on the courthouse lawn as well, too. And then we just had Nicole Dean from Tobosa talking about their event on October 2nd. Yes. They're having their carnival out at the children's campus there. And that'll be from 9 to noon then. And go back and check that interview out as well.
Absolutely. I'm just curious. I was wondering. I thought I knew what it was. I had to look it up. I was right. Respondez s'il vous plaît is what RSVP means. Respondez s'il vous plaît. It's
so
French.
It's French.
It's French.
Was that Italian?
Freaky deaky French.
Speaking of foreign. All right. So I have a bit of a. I'm not like obsessed like some people. But I do have an enjoyment for like those documentaries about murder mysteries and stuff, like your Dateline style
investigative murder porn.
Yeah. I'm not like obsessed with it by any stretch, but if there's a good one that piques my curiosity, I'll sit down and watch it.
Sure.
Well, a lot of the ones I see, it's usually dealing with American, things that killers or things that happened here. Things you're kind of more. Not just your Ted Bundys and all that, but some of those, I love some, those kind of intrigue me. But yesterday when I was at lunch, I went home and I just didn't really feel like investing in anything important to watch. I just kind of want to get something and go. So I ended up on Reel's channel, which, as I do sometimes. And I started watching like British versions of these same murder documentaries.
Okay.
It's but these were all like sickos in England that had killed sprees and like that and doing these things. And there's definitely a difference in presentation in the British versions of these versus the American.
Well, because Americans were a very sensationalized country. We love things that are just kind of.
I think the Brit one is more that way. I feel like the U.S. one is more Like they kind of explain it in a way, but like even like the narrators in the show was like much more intense, like the heinous acts of this bloody corner. You know, it was just very. And I don't know if it's the British accent or the.
I think
it was
that's
definitely
part of it.
The tone in which the guy was speaking was very much like this piece of scum. You know, it's just very judgmental and like.
I think that because of the way British television works or entertainment in general, just with the watershed and how after a certain hour more is allowed on the air. Like you can curse in Great Britain, you can, or the BBC, you can curse on the air after a certain hour, after you get the watershed hour.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe they're just more used to stuff like that, maybe more expressive.
Maybe it was just
language.
It seemed more.
I've never seen people more comfortable with the C word than British people. Put it that way.
You know what it reminds me of? And maybe this is because I'm thinking from my big fat American brain, but it kind of reminds me of someone like spoofing a documentary about these people. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're watching, like, is this a real one or is this like a Netflix switcheroo where it's not? But no, it's legit. It's just, I don't know. It's just it seems way over the top the way they talk and everything, and just like the victims. Like there was the particular story I was talking about. They were talking about this. One of the two of the victims were these two female police officers, young, and they happened. And this guy, gangster style, called the police to specifically have these people come investigate, and then he killed them.
Wow.
But the way he talked about it, and the fact that, and I also think the fact that it was two younger female police officers. Probably people are just like, oh, I can't believe that guy killed two women. You know what I mean? Right. Because the fact that they're both women made it more heinous feeling, even though in actuality it's just as heinous because dudes or not. Because, by the way, he killed unarmed people. They're cops in England.
That's what I was wondering.
They're not even armed.
I would imagine there's
certainly
probably
not with guns anyway.
Not a lot of gun murders over there.
This guy was
crafty.
This guy was using hand grenades.
Oh God!
Like his was a sycophant. This guy was some like gangster wannabe guy, and apparently they have like
they call me nades.
Well, and they kept talking, and this is where to me it was almost like Clockwork Orangey, because this murderer, he's from Manchester, and all this took place in Manchester.
So I'm guessing after a soccer game.
Yeah, their soccer hooligans were involved in this. Yes, that was all part of some of that. But so the guy was killing, like he'd kill with a gun or whatever. But like his calling card was he wants to obliterate his prey. So he would, after he's done shooting him, he threw a hand grenade on him and blew up.
Wow.
He was a sycophant.
Just to make sure, just to cover all bases.
But it's just the way they present it to you and the way they do it. It's just it's so. I don't know. It just seemed more dirty, just more sleazy,
a little bit more back alley.
Like I feel like I'm educating myself a little bit with some of this one. I felt like I was just picking up an Inquirer and just reading it, like some kind of
a little more seedy, little seediness to it.
Yeah,
just slap a British accent, it makes everything a little dirtier.
Yeah, that was one of the few times where British didn't officialize it up and made it seedier rather than classier. So it's time for us to make like a tree and get out of here.
No show Monday.
No show Monday. We'll be back. All new show on Tuesday. Y'all have a delightful, wonderful Labor Day weekend. Sean, enjoy your trek out of town for the weekend.
Indeed.
Enjoy your time with friends and family.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you on Tuesday.
Indeed.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. You listen to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.